Hello, and welcome to Dragon of Icespire Peak, where we play Dungeons and Dragons every week. Now, before we play those roles and roll those dice, a shout out to our sponsors would be oh so nice. First comes at no surprise, it's the Birds of Paradise that entice with their beautiful bird-themed color schemes. Nah, this isn't a dream. Look at that. Birds of Paradise.
Yes.
So mean, so green, so nice.
Chunky version.
Chunky. Chunky version.
Is that a magpie?
No, this is actually the Birds of Paradise colors.
Yes.
Ah.
We're getting that chunky dice as I get a little bit clunky. But second, we have the Nord games, and I don't just love them because they rhyme with James. Bringing you that D&D supplemental material. Nothing about it is ethereal. But did I mention they also have a Kickstarter? Yes, the shout out is a two-parter. Making miniatures for the ultimate bestiary. Get their books, decks, now minis, all that you can carry. Now, I'm not just dropping buckets of blood today. There's still more that I gotta say. Specifically, some Quest and Chaos news, a 4-hit combo leaving you black and blue. I've been saying this for a month and a half. Our quarantine giveaway is upon us if you've been doing the math. We're going to reveal the winner at the break. If you didn't enter, well, that's your mistake. Nord Games, Birds of Paradise, Carbon Gray 2185. Make your TTRPG collection so alive. Another thing, we triggered the boy. Nord Games deck anyone. Your choice. Now, moving on. You know them, you love them. It's Thomas and Amy, and they've been playing Gloomhaven's Jaw of the Lion. But they also have the Untitled podcast, opinions, and eye rolls, lightning fast. Last week, their guest was our very own Tiana Hanson, dropping creative stories like, "Hey, is that Jim Henson?" Now, I don't have an arm shoved up my ass, reading cue cards like it's the first day of class. To prove this, we go to my favorite section, the part where we get to see our community's affection. First, we got 500 bits from the Hefner to the players. Oh, shit.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
God damn, James.
But to keep things balanced like Thanos, he's giving me 500 bits to use against our heroes. Next, we have 500 bits from a belated gift from the Black Faerun.
Thanks, Apollyon.
Not given that value of 0. Next, we also got 500 bits to keep defeating the Mimic from Tamagotora, spreading that infection affection like it's corona. Also, we got 500 bits from Duke Fleeg, Your Grace, mainly because Tiana is a role-playing god. Some more bits in your face. Yeah. Cool.
I'm not giving away my shot. I'm not giving away my shot.
And to keep things a little more unbalanced, Hefner is giving me 1,000 bits for
your
my
talents.
Clearly for busting rhymes out here. My
There it is.
Now, I believe that's the end of our announcements and this little rhyme time. Rhyme time streak. Unless players want to say something.
About Icespire Peak?
Don't be me.
Oh, God.
On to the programming you did seek, which begins, as always, last time on Dragons, not Dragons, Dragon of Icespire Peak.
You've revealed too much.
There's more than one dragon. But yeah.
Yay.
All right, let's destroy that document. Cool.
You mean that was in freestyle?
Who knows?
No clue. But it lives on forever on the internet.
Yes, it does. My shower head will be very disappointed. They had a better performance, I will say that, but oh well.
And for only $25 more, you can join JMOs. Patreon, where you get to see his shower head.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, Patreon. That could be another reward. Drop that stuff in the chats if you want to give it away. Oh,
Give it away now.
I know, right there.
Oh, now we got-
right there.
more news that another news. We're back to doing a followers giveaway because we are about to hit 3,000 someday. And it will be the Nerd Games Ultimate Bestiary Dreaded Accursed.
The Nerd Games. They should be called that. The Nerd Games.
Nerd Games.
Nerd Games Ultimate Bestiary Dreaded Accursed.
Nerd Games.
Yeah. More info in the chat. Be the first. Cool.
Wow.
I believe we're at the recap. I did the wrap.
And
because
now,
the pen
we
goes-
have to follow that.
Yeah.
I know.
Everyone's has to rhyme.
No.
We
20
killed the
minutes
Chimera.
later. Yeah. Who would like to go first to recap last session?
Do we even want to remember last session?
Hey, we finally got to be in combat again.
It's true.
all right, all right, all
I don't
right,
know.
all right, all right.
I watched Assault take several
You watched us all.
manticore barbs to the torso, so
Yeah.
could just as easily forget it.
Oh no.
That's Tim's recap right there.
That's part of the job of the frontline fighter, friend.
No, I used my shield.
Okay.
It was all that woman on the horseback's fault.
And
Yes.
here we begin.
Yes.
What is it? Oh, Adabra Aguin.
Adabra.
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 I can start with the recap. Hey, followers of Unicorn Beauty, something really exciting happened. LaRue, she finally spoke to me. I mean, not like in the dreams like she has before, but like really clearly spoke to me. I mean, well, so we were being attacked by this manticore, which is like 10 different creatures all in one, and it was hurling spikes everywhere. And I don't know, I heard LaRue's voice so clear, and it told me that Izzy, Isolde, if you haven't caught the other update, she's the one training me, she was in trouble. And so I just rushed out there and I healed her. And then later I knew that she was still in trouble. And so I went, and suddenly there was this huge flash of light that just came out of me, and it hit the manticore and it really hurt it, I guess. And then Izzy was able to fight it off. And then I think Darjan finally defeated it and killed it. And so we found out later it was just the manticore was a mom who was mad because her baby got killed by this woman, and that's why it was so angry. And I don't know, I'm kind of questioning what I just did then.
We didn't know. All we saw was a woman on horseback riding for her life with this manticore. And so as the heroes that we are, we went after the manticore, and with a perfect roll and a right in its eye, I saved the party. But it was sad. It was sad to find out why the manticore was there. And I will not have anything more to do with that woman if I can help it.
We did what we had to. We worked with the information that we had, and there's only so much blame that can go around, and most of it belongs to the Adabra woman, because she was doing what she could to try and save the people of Fandolin, her people, even though she doesn't live there. So I suppose she believes that the ends justify the means. I disagree, but here we are. And finally getting something to eat after a very difficult fight.
Yes, it was a quite scary to see you assault. literally falling to your knees. I thought that you might have been a goner, but luckily, myself and Mimi were able to cut some pieces off of the manticore, and so we did go back to camp. And I added half cup panko bread crumbs with an egg, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 4 dashes of a hot sauce that I had, a little bit of garlic, ground pepper, and some sea salt. And then I took some of our oil that we had from earlier, put it over the grill, and then made us some nice manticore burgers. It was quite lovely, with some Roquefort cheese that I think Tim had left over from his bag from before. It was quite lovely.
Can we retcon that he has the handy spice pouch? Because I really want him to have that.
I also want to see Inqua's Salt Bay sprinkling.
Oh yeah, it's with his talons.
He's his own grinder.
Oh, amazing.
Everyone found out about Mimi.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yes, they did. But everyone accepted it relatively easily. So as long as Nyx doesn't find out, which I would prefer.
Oh, right, Nyx.
Yeah. Nyx, whose brother was eaten by Mimi.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I think we should get Nyx dropped off sooner rather than later.
To Fandolin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do need to go to Fandolin. And they need these weapons, and they need to hear the stories. And yes, we need to get them the weapons.
I am concerned about the people whose blood trail we were following, but it was older, as was pointed out. They can probably wait a little bit longer if they've waited this long.
I agree.
And they're going in not directly towards Fandolin, but they're in the same direction, correct?
You noticed that they were headed northwards, and then Fandolin is slightly northwest of you all.
Where are we on the map, James?
See, yes, if you have the roll 20, you guys are right about here. So,
oh, we're okay.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to Fandolin.
And
maybe
footsteps are off this
an
way.
hour.
Yeah, you said about an hour.
Yeah, right around there. But yeah, you guys arrive back to where you left Nyx and Bessie by where where Cryovane, you assume, had struck. And when you guys get there, you do notice that there's a small little lean-to shelter, not of a traditional survival creation, but very similar to what Inqua and Tim saw that was covering Bessie back in Nomengard. And right in front of it, you see Bessie kind of just standing there eating some grass on the ground. Found a nice little green patch right there. And Nyx is just sitting underneath, just fiddling with some gadgetry in her hands. And she looks up, it's like, oh, you all are back. How's it going? You find the people?
No.
No.
We did get in a bit of a scuffle, but other than that,
Oh shit!
did not.
Yeah, you look fucked up.
Very, very, very. And let's have some food and talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And quick on the draw with the additional produce you guys got from Adabra, as well as the manticore meat. You make those manticore burgers.
And I have a quick song that will explain. So I said, I shot the eye of the manticore and ended the fight, rolling up with a crossbow to the eyeball. I'm the last one to shoot it and put out its lights. Now it can't see at all with the eye of the manticore.
And
hooray!
Nyx, who has been in quite the dour mood, cracks a good smile at that. It's like, wow, you all fought a manticore. It's pretty cool.
It was certainly frightening, but it was. We made it through.
We survived.
Guys, I've been feeling pretty bad about the situation, and well, you all know why, but I was flipping through my book of affirmations, and I found one that I thought was pretty relevant in this situation. I accept that I did the best I could at the time with what I knew. I guess even though, in the end we did kill a mom, it was attacking us, and I guess in the end we got something to help the people of Fandolin. And so I'm just going to think about the good that came out of it, and how maybe we'll just try to be better about what we know ahead of time and not hurt too many things. And then kind of Winley goes on and kind of peps herself up throughout this speech, half to herself and half to the group, but it's still inspiring enough to the group that everyone gets 6 temporary hit points.
Ooh, wonderful. And Darjan, do I assume correctly that you're using Song of Rest?
You know about that.
I play bards too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
That's is that
So real quick, can I ask a rookie question? So if we've been damaged and we get 6 temporary hit points, does that
is
it gives
separate.
us it's separate.
Yeah.
So we just add 6 points additional on, correct?
Yeah.
So we're still damaged to what we originally were.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to reset when we do our short rests.
Generally with a short rest.
Temporary hit points reset on long rests.
Yeah.
Okay.
Long rest? Okay. Thanks.
Because otherwise I would save my inspiring speech until after we rested.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys wanted to discuss during this short rest?
I don't think so. I think we're all kind of decided, Tim, that we're going to head towards Fandolin, correct? Are we following the blood trail until we are near Fandolin and then we'll bank towards it, or are we strictly going to Fandolin first?
That's not a bad idea, actually. It'll be easier for you to pick up the trail that way as opposed to having to double back. So if we can head up and then head across when we think we know where it is, maybe like leave a mark for yourself where the trail was.
Sure.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Perfect.
so? As per Salt said, that was a song of rest. You guys should have regained an extra 1d6 points to yourselves.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's during a short rest.
Oh yeah, and if you guys need to roll any hit dice during the short rest, it is whatever your HP is, and then you add that to however. At level 3, you guys have 3 hit dice. So if you also want to heal more ink while you would roll a d10. And however many dice you would like to.
Thank you.
Yeah, 1d10 plus your con.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
if you have it.
Do you not have con?
Not really, no.
You have a
I have 1.
+1.
Yeah, it's still +1.
It's more than some of us.
That was an awful roll. So,
Depending on which kind of con.
could have just taken the.
That's rough.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a great start, guys. It's okay. They're all done.
Okay. So you guys eat your meal. Nyx breaks down the little lean-to, and it's just a quick little press of the button. It just like collapses down into a small little package where she fits it somewhere in her pack, and then holsters her backpack. Bessie gives a little, and you guys are ready to go.
And off we go.
Yep. And you guys follow the tracks as you did before, and you guys reach that same point where it's up to your slight northwest is the windmill and the tracks going further north.
So we'll follow the tracks, right?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to go a little further north until we can...
Bank left, or bank west.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And based off of, because you have the map and also Inkwell's survival skills, you know that if you went on the northwest line, it would basically be the windmill, and then you would hit Fandolin. It's kind of in that line. So if you continue northwards, you could probably triangulate a decent area where Fandolin would be.
Perfect.
All right. So yeah, we'll continue following the tracks and triangulate as needed when we find out what we find out.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. If you guys are looking at the map right now, you guys continuing northwards, you would continue like along this line here. Let's see where.
Well, I thought we were gonna head northwards until we knew
We
that
reach
Fandolin
here.
was
Yeah.
roughly 2. So we were gonna go up and then across, so then can go across back and not loop back around anywhere.
Okay. So you keep going northwards, and you're with Inkwell keeping an eye out. It'd be like, okay, probably if we hooked a left here, we would
Then we
start
can
to head to Fandolin.
find some rocks to pile up or
Right.
something as a marker.
Create a marker. Mhm.
Yeah.
You guys create a sizable marker. It's there's a few loose rocks here and there in the area. It's still more of that plains kind of look. A lot of green tall grass, or not green, sorry, yellow tall grass as it is that fallish time. But you guys are able to find suitable marker, and then you guys continue to Fandolin.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. And as you guys head westwards, the hills getting that pastel kind of rolling yellow, and the sky above still very much that oppressive gray. It looks like it's getting darker, and you get the sense that probably may rain again soon. But as you continue westward, you round a ridge of a hill, and you see below the city of Fandolin, or town of Fandolin. You see the town of Fandolin, and since your departure, it looks slightly different. There's a bit of a change in the silhouette. As you are coming from the western side, you see on the northern part of the town a large structure being already erected, and it looks like a tower. And then on the southern side, because you're able to see from above, you see a similar structure currently being built, but without a base for which people could stand on. And from where you can see, there is a couple people within the northern tower just looking about.
Before we hand over these weapons, do we want to allocate some for the mercenary forces and then separate others for the locals?
I would imagine the mercenaries would come with their own weaponry. That's part of what they get paid for, their experience and the gear that they've already purchased.
Well, given who we're handing these weapons over to,
right,
I'm not keen on making assumptions about that.
Well, do we want to hand them out to the townspeople?
Or find at least someone else in the town. Maybe the head of the mine. She seemed pretty good at organizing people.
And much more connected to the people than Harbin.
So we want to make sure to give enough to Harbin that we fulfill our end of the deal and then give the rest to her.
We give her some first and then give the rest to Harbin, as it were. Right? We don't want to go to Harbin first.
She might also have some insight on how it could be better allocated and where it can go in the city.
Well, we don't want Harbin asking for his money back.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll be cognizant of that as we speak with her, but
in that case, do we just want to split it down the middle?
I mean, as I'm sure someone has pointed out by now, what we have obtained is far more than what than the amount of money that we were handed. So even half is more than I think they were expecting.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a couple more bolts off the top.
Yes, bolts.
So yeah, you are able to decide on that distribution. I don't actually have the numbers, so however you guys want to give to Halia and how much ever you want to give to Harbin, I'll let you do that for yourselves.
And
But
I think we go to Halia first, because if
Yes.
Harbin
Yes.
sees the extra crates, he will have
Yes.
questions.
I have some numbers if we want to throw them out, but I think just half sounds good.
Yeah. 5 of each to
Five,
each.
5, 5. Yeah.
And then I don't know what we do with the arrows. We can just give all of those to her if she knows people with bows. Otherwise, those need to go to people who have bows, right?
I am mad. Well, and it's hard to gauge what the
Let's-
situation of the town is
let's
right
split 'em.
now. Well,
We'll
sure, but it's hard. It's hard to gauge what the situation of the town is now. Those towers weren't here, and they went up very quickly.
Yes.
So someone's organized, and I want to know who's organizing that, because
Alright.
I think it's Harbin.
Well, let's see Halia first. We have to let her know also about the dwarfs that we helped.
Yes. So to Halia we go.
okay. So you guys start to go down this hill, arranging the weapons as such, and you kind of have to hook around Fandolin, just because the western and eastern sides are kind of where the walls are. But like the northern and southern entrances are where you're able to go, and the northern one is a bit closer for you all. So you're able to come around and you're able to see this tower, and it's well built, obviously new. But yeah, it's simple in its construction. It's just about 20 feet up to the base of the platform, and then a small wall surrounding that. And as you guys approach, you do see 2 villagers up top look down. It's like, excuse me, hi, hello? What is your business in Fandolin?
We are the returning heroes. We have gone and procured some things for the town, as we said we would. Please let us in.
Yeah, and you see this younger human male, about maybe 16, has brown hair, at least from what you can see, and he looks around and he walks over to the other person and like taps him on the shoulder, and they're like, hello, yes, you're the heroes.
You remember from the ones who drove off the dragon the night it arrived?
And the one that
us.
bested your wrestler, and the one that performed at your final.
Oh,
At the
At the fair. At the fair.
fair, and the one that brought you the grain from and the celebrity with her followers. I don't know.
yeah. Oh, sorry. We just been a few days. Come on in, and it's not walled up or anything, but
No, we could just walk in, and they would stop us.
No, but
Politely.
they like give you some
Announcing.
waves.
we need to announce our return.
Yeah. Whoever would like to make me a perception check real quick, you may.
I just love that all 5 of us are walking in, and then they're like, "Hey, what are you?" And then we all look up and just keep walking. Like,
I'm gonna roll a perception dice. Other
I
people
will.
gonna roll
me
it too.
Sorry, what?
I will. I'm doing
Perception.
We're all making perception checks.
Oh,
love it.
I mean, only the cool people are making perception checks.
Well, then I guess I better get in on this, huh?
Yeah.
we're all so distracted by it.
23, so
Good job, Inqua. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
I-
you.
it. I'm telling them everything they want to know.
So yeah, easy enough. Inqua and Tim, and it's all you catch a glimpse. These 2 happen to do, or just over their shoulders, you do see a peak of a little bit of wood, just peeking out from
What?
wood.
Wood.
With that 23, Inqua, you're like, oh, that's a bow.
Yeah.
archers.
Oh, then there are people who will need the arrows. That's good.
Oh,
So you guys head back into town, and it's not like a all hands on deck situation where everybody's like, here, we gotta go build everything. But there is a bit more pep to it. The building in which Saul and Trom were killed. You see that most of the building itself has been cleared out, the broken bits, and it's not repaired per se, but it's at least cleared. And as you move through the town, there are some people looking about. And with that perception ink wall, you definitely see that some of them are giving you the notice and like slowly careen to the side.
Him
Me specifically or our group?
With that 23, you notice that their eyes land on you, and then they're gonna skirt around and not so subtle for your eyes, but subtly enough where it's like, oh, they could be heading off in that direction. But for you, you're like,
Just put a pin in it, but
yeah,
used to it.
Tranquil.
So yeah, as you guys head to the Fandolin Minor Exchange, you guys get there, and compared to the town, inside here is very busy. You see Lem and Lem just shuffling through papers, writing things out, and you see on the other end Halia just glasses on the nose held and just like looking down on these papers, reading them very quickly, and just like flip, 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 sign a thing, flip, flip, and she's just within there. They're very much in the paperwork portion of their day, and it is intense.
So we should ask if we could see
I was gonna.
Halia.
I'll just like tap on the door frame.
And tap on the door frame. And for the Fandolin Mind Exchange, it isn't huge. You see that Lem and Lem are on separate desks on to the right and left, and you see various shelves with paperwork. It's not that large of a building, but on the farther end, on a slightly raised platform, not too ostentatious, but you see Halia on her desk. It is a singular open room that goes all the way down. And you knock, and Lem, Lem, first turns around and is like, oh, hey, hello, hey, Lem, it's the lady who beat you last time. And Lem looks like, oh, hello there. Hey, yes, welcome back. At that point, the noise in the room, Holly's like, excuse, oh, lowers down the glasses. Hello, welcome back, everybody. I assume that since you're back, you have achieved what you needed to achieve.
Yes, we did. We saw and spoke with your miners. They are very busy in the place where they were.
Oh, very, very excellent. Do you have any just for my own sake, any confirmation that they are fine?
Who was given that? Because they wrote the thing on the piece of paper and signed it.
I believe the watch was to either Darjan or Winley, if I'm remembering correctly.
I think it was Darjan.
Darjan.
I think I have that.
Okay. I'll give Darjan a little bow.
And I will bring it up.
And she grabs it, looks at it. Yeah, that is his handwriting. Good. Very good. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. It is it's good to know that there are people who are able to achieve results.
What's with the towers?
Yes. And as they say, tragedy brings people together. Per my suggestion, we were able to get some towers up in case to keep an eye on the sky. Funded by Harbin, of course. But it is good to know that he was able to be amiable to some suggestions after tragedy.
And Winley whispers to the group, see, I told you she was more organized.
I mean, who is organizing that?
Currently it is part of our efforts here, but largely funded by Harbin. He is enjoying his time as a makeshift foreman.
Enjoying bossing people around, is he?
A little less bossing around, but more of bathing in his creation.
Well, we have also returned with other things to be of assistance, and we felt that you would be someone who would know the best hands to put them into.
Oh, yes. What are they exactly?
Right back, and I'll
show her.
Step out to the cart, and we would have split them before coming in, and bring in like the crates that we've designated for her.
Okay.
Bring them in, set them down.
And excuse me. You set them down, and she's like,
And open them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take out the crowbar and I pop it open.
Thank you.
And as
Tim
you
has
do
the
that-
crowbar. I do not.
She walks over and she looks down.
Yeah, the shields are kind of odd. I'm sorry. We didn't have anything to go with them, but we figured people could use shields as well.
And also, she looks down at it, and Darjan,
Yes.
make me an insight check.
Insight. 1 second. Let me grab that.
Crate has a symbol in it.
Oh, does it?
I bet.
Insight. I am not sure about that. I don't have some. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I found it.
Oh, excuse me, I read my notes wrong. Not Darjan. Isolt and Inqua. And Winley, actually. Go
Ah,
ahead and
Okay.
make me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight.
Why are we left out of this?
Nice, Winley.
Ooh, very nice.
We know all about moving. We know all about the fencing. Like,
yeah. I don't know.
we
There's-
should be keyed in on this too.
Oh, Inqua. Okay, yeah. Inqua gave them. Whatever.
During our transport, I handed the note to Darjan. I said, "Look
Yeah,
at
we
this
got the
parchment.
handwriting.
Look at this
Nice.
parchment. Isn't this beautiful?" And forgot that he had given it to her.
Very good.
we got this. We got this.
Yeah.
As long as someone gave it to her, I'm indifferent about who had it.
But yeah, as you guys you open this crate up, and it which was the first crate you guys opened up to show?
So we would have split the
Yeah.
the stuff into different
Right, but
crates.
you did the crossbow crate, whatever that is.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
a mix. So what it would have like 5 of each, 4
Yes.
shields. I think the arrows are just separate right now, and about like
We didn't have any shields.
200 bolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winley, when you're looking at this and you see Halia, all you see really is her left eyebrow perk up. As she looks down and it's like, oh, wow. That's a lot. Where did you all get this?
Nomengard.
Nomengard. So, wow. I did not realize there was much of a development of weapons in Nomengard.
Well, things change.
Some old surplus they had.
The olden days, yes.
Okay. Excellent. Yes, I will make sure that the arrows will be helpful. I don't know about the crossbows. We'll have to make sure that they get some training first before they shoot anybody with it, right?
Yes.
Well, Nix was running the game. Nix, can you instruct them in crossbow use?
Yeah, Nix has been kind of hanging around the entrance and just like walks in. It's like, oh, yeah, oh, hello, Miss Holia. Oh, hello, Nix. I was the one who contracted the games that Nomengard brings. So I am familiar with Nix, and if Nix is willing to assist with that, that'd be great. And Nix is like, well, I guess I could help out a bit. Yeah, I can help out a bit.
Yeah, that would be great. You were great at the shooting area. That was
Thanks.
Very encouraging.
yes.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do to help people out a bit on that one.
I've been practicing too. And she like points at her.
And then everyone does.
And everybody like does a collective duck.
Yes,
And it's like,
yes.
oh hell, right. Okay.
Oh, we got somebody you can practice on to make sure you can teach people.
Yeah.
Practice with, I think, is the
Not
word
on, but
for
with.
there.
Oh, right.
The correct
Sorry.
preposition is very important there.
Oh, my brain has been a little bit fried lately. It's been a
Mine
lot of work
too.
lately.
Mine too.
Yes, you do look a little worse for wear,
Okay.
especially you, Miss Knight.
Well, it was a very interesting journey.
Yeah.
And keeping things interesting, I'll take out a jar of manticore poison, and it's manticore poison. They can dip the arrows or bolts in it if it does show back up.
Are you giving the whole thing, Tim?
What I was going to ask Tim. are you
A
gonna
whole
do-
jar of manticore poison.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, you'll want
I
to
know
keep that with people who actually know how to use it,
Does anyone
not for
know
kids to play with.
Certainly, I will keep this here for now.
I'm relying on your best judgment.
Okay, and she places it down on the desk. Okay, well, this is quite the haul you have here.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's us.
We also do need to check in with Harbin to complete our contracts, I suppose.
Contract. Yes.
And then split the pay.
You will, yeah, you could, he probably won't be home at the moment. He is, again, taking his time out in the main area. I personally don't have the space for said boxes, but one second, and she grabs a piece of paper, looks at it, it's blank, and she writes things down and she signs it, folds it up. If you just pass this on, go to, what is the place called? Oh, one second. I forgot what it's called.
The tavern?
There you go. If you take this to the Lion Shield Coster, Lenen will be able to make sure they're stored properly and they're within my purview, not for hers to sell.
Certainly.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
It's actually just, I believe, down the road from us if you guys go all the way down.
Certainly. And I'll start hauling the crates back out to the cart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a little bit ways down.
Okay.
And I'll follow Assault with the crate.
Thank
Put
you.
the lid back on and take it on back out.
I'll nod to him and thanks.
Yes, if I'm always happy to have people on hand who are able to get things done. So if I have other work for you guys to come by, just let me know and I can send you out elsewhere.
Do you mind if I ask a question before we
Yes.
leave? Did the dragon happen to fly by or come by again since we've been gone?
Fortunately, we haven't seen anything. One of our older residents swears they saw one, maybe two out and about, but thankfully we have yet to see anything.
You said two?
Yeah, he's one of our older residents. Likes to spin the tales.
Mm.
But
Oh.
given that we have had one, it is something that we are cautiously keeping an eye out on.
All right. Just curious. Thank you.
Certainly.
Thanks. All right. Well, you looked like you were very busy when we came in, so we'll leave you to it.
Right. Well, thank you all so much and hope to see you again soon.
Winley and I will be here at least for a couple of days to rest before we move on. So if there's anything that we can do for you in that time,
Okay.
we'll be around.
All right. And then you see her, she still stands as you guys exit, but as you look back, she gets back behind the desk and tucks a little bit of a stray hair behind her head, adjusts the bun with the stick, and then places the glasses on and gets back to paperwork.
I say, making the decision for Winley without consulting her.
I'm still just following you.
I figured that was the case. I was just like, cool, we're doing this.
And as you guys load up the crates that you presented, you guys make your way down to the Lion Shield Coster. Yeah. And it's pretty easy to notice which building it is. Given that most of the structures look somewhat similar, you see just down the road a larger building than the rest, but hanging on a sign right there is a sign that is in the shape of a shield, bright royal blue with a golden lion emblazoned on the front.
Oh, this place looks fancy.
Pretty.
Mm.
All
Is
right.
this the place? This is
I
the
know.
place.
This is the place.
I might be able to get my weapons bedazzled here.
Let's go in and see what we can see. Pass this along to her friend.
Maybe we should just go in.
I think so. Yeah, no one's answering. Let's just.
And we
push
no,
over there.
no, we
Hello,
must.
Anybody home?
Yeah.
Must
Here you
make
go.
mentions.
Oh, I guess I didn't write that down. It was just an idea in my head. Okay, so you guys enter the Lion Shield Coster, and it's the blacksmith, the weapon shop within Fandolin. And you see a couple shelves with some very simple swords, a couple spears, a few shields. You notice none of the bows, none of the arrows are on the racks. But you do see in the farther back section attaches the more smithy portion with all the tools, the forge, the anvil. But dividing the two, forge and shop, is a small counter. And you see a very, very old lady hunched over right by the desk. And she's looking down and she's like, I think I got something for you. One second. And she mutters off as she goes off to the side. You cannot see who she's talking to just because of the shelves. Whoever she's talking to is very short. And then she comes back and is like, yes, I believe this would be something good. And she's holding a dagger that's about 7 inches long. Very simple make. And she's like, all right, here you go. And you guys are able to round the shelf by this point. And you see a small girl.
Oh.
Braid almost to mid back. And you only see her back, but you can recognize, especially you, Winley, it's Dahlia.
Dahlia.
Like, all right, so little girl, here you go. Just make sure you're gonna leave some money on the counter.
It's a good thing daggers aren't too expensive. I don't want her wasting that money.
Dahlia reaches up and grabs the dagger, and she, holding the pouch that you gave her of the 20 gold, she puts out 1 gold. And it's like, hi.
Hello, Dahlia.
Hello. And then she hides the knife behind her back. I was just looking around. Just gonna it's nice to see you again.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna like maneuver so that I'm in front of her so she can't run without being very, very obvious, and like get down on one knee to be on eye level with her.
We give her a hand crossbow. Is that the right thing to do here?
Maybe.
I feel like it's the right thing to do.
I'll like
Whatever you
come down eye to eye with her and say, and what's your plan with that?
Nothing.
Try again.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up. I'm gonna crack open one of the crates. Yeah,
I'll let him do what he's doing. I'm dealing with Dolly.
Yeah. I'll be with Tim. Talk to him.
And you see her struggling to
Uh-huh.
lie, and she's just like,
It's a lot easier to tell the truth.
You can trust Izzy. She's a nice person.
I'm gonna go kill the dragon.
All by yourself with a dagger?
Yeah. Restarts.
Well, I certainly admire the heroism behind the idea. That is the sort of heroism that great stories are told of. But it's also foolish in the extreme. We almost got killed fighting the dragon, the 5 of us, adults with training.
It's hard now. I bet I could be as good as you by the time I'm your age.
Oh, absolutely. I was about your size when I started training with a dagger about that size.
Really?
Yeah.
And she like softens up, and like the dagger falls to or comes to her side a bit, and she's like, well, if I try like really hard now, do you think like I could go and kill it in 2 months?
Well, 2 months is a very short amount of time for proper training.
Really? It feels so long.
It is. I'm sure it does feel long, but I'm 40 and I was your size when I started.
Wow.
I know.
You're old.
She's old, right?
And kind of able to chuckle.
And I mean, Isolde is not offended. She's more amused than anything else.
Yes, you're almost as old as Celia. And Celia's back there like, yeah, she's pretty old.
I can only hope to be half as spry when I'm her age.
Oh, don't you forget, young lady.
So training properly with a weapon, especially to fight something like a dragon, is a matter of years, not months.
Oh. And you see her just like dreams shattered.
Oh. But you know what, honey? You've got a lot of moxie. I can definitely see it. You've got the heart of a warrior, for sure.
Have I gotten a hand crossbow out of a crate yet?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
And some bolts. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I got you.
Yeah, you don't want to take on a dragon close range. Here, you're going to need to practice with these.
Tim?
And you give it to her, and in her hands, the hand crossbow looks like a full crossbow. And she's like,
we have people here now who can help her become a crossbow person.
Okay.
We can train together.
Yeah, when I was fighting it, I had to drop my sword and I had to switch to pat my crossbow.
oh, and like your crossbow is like almost larger than half her size, and she's like, oh.
And Ink was sharing a worried look with Isolt as this conversation is going.
I'm looking back at him and just like, well.
And she looks at it and she sees it. And
That's not a toy. It's not a toy.
No, it is.
Be careful where you fire that.
It is a tool, and it is to be used with great care.
I practice on a bale of hay.
Bales of hay are very useful. In fact, yes. I think that Winley is going to be working with Nyx.
Yes.
And Nyx is about your height. I think she'll be able to help you with handling a crossbow of that size.
Wait a minute. All right, I might be the same height, okay, but
kiss,
different age.
Oh yeah.
Different
and
age.
Then you
yes.
see Dahlia holding it. It's like, do you think I could practice on Franz?
No.
Not. Oh. Well, what if it?
Do not ever point that at someone you don't mean to kill.
But the hay doesn't move.
No, but you need to start learning how to get your targeting in correctly before you start practicing on moving things.
And the moment you say that, like the back door to the fort just kicks open, and you see hauling 3 boxes tall, legs just sticking out below, just like boom. Oh God. Oh, those people just need. Oh, fuck Harbin. Hey. Oh wow, there's a lot of people. Grandma, did you give another child a knife? Yeah, I did. Shit. And then you see taller woman, mid-30s, brown hair, tied back in a similar fashion to yours, Isolde, but it's on the shorter end, just tied back really tight. Currently wearing just like a kind of like a tank top with pants tucked in. And she walks over. It's like, Dahlia, honey, this is the 5th time. No, we cannot sell you a dagger. But
I mean, it looks like the transaction already occurred. She already gave her the money.
She looks over to Celia. She's like, Grandma.
Yeah, you're out. I'm sorry.
And to be fair, any child training with knights starts at about that size.
Yes, but who's going to train her? I don't have time. No one has time.
Well, for as long as I'm here, I will.
Great. You can stay here and train. Fine. Yes, you can train her. God, Grandma.
Yeah, well, when you're out, I take over it's technically still my store.
And then Lynette's like, yes, Grandma. Okay.
And I'll stand up and like meet her eyes. Hi, I'm Isolde.
Hello, I am Lynette Greywind. This is my grandma, Celia Greywind. You have met Dahlia. She's currently in our charge.
Aha.
Yeah.
That's the rest of the pieces.
Yes.
Yes, I am not equipped to handle a child, let alone my own store, let alone my own grandma, but here we are. What can I do for you? Are you in need of, you seem to be well outfitted already. Do bolts of some sort, or
I'll turn to Tim and Darjan and let them take it away.
And I say, oh no, we were asked to come here. Halia asked us to deliver some weaponry to you.
To keep it on her behalf, as she said that you would have the room for it, not to sell it.
I see. Is there a...
And there's a note.
Oh, she takes it, opens it, she reads it down. Okay. Yes. Are those the crates there?
Yes.
Yeah. You can just leave them right over there.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll come over and help haul them.
Mm-hmm. So you take them over to. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, so you take them over, and she starts to inspect the goods, and then Celia. Age has definitely crunched her down a bit, so she hops down from a stool and she looks over, and she walks over to Tim first. And it's like,
Hello there, young man.
Hello.
Are you married?
No.
Do you like older women?
Friend here on business.
Business, the business of marriage. Hey, Lynette, this guy is single.
and Lynette's just like, Grandma, I am not getting married. Okay, I don't need marriage right now.
But look at him. He's young, strapping, and if, you die first, he's the one who gets to take over. And then when you're in your old age, guess what? You don't have to work anymore. But look at me. My husband died when I was 52, and now I'm still working. See, if you get yourself a young man, they will die after you, surely.
And I'm giving her the granddaughter. I can't remember her name.
Lynette.
Lynette. I'm giving her a sideways glance with just. I'm so sorry.
She meets your gaze. It's just like.
So, this jar of manticore poison probably shouldn't just be hauled around in a crate. Do you want to put this somewhere special?
I thought you left that with Halia.
So did I.
Oh, did she?
Yes,
oh.
Halia did.
You did.
I thought it was
You
with okay, never mind. Retcon.
No, you thought she put it back. You thought she put it back, but she didn't. No,
No,
were
there's
looking for it.
Have room for that.
What are you doing?
He was looking for it. Yeah, there's this thing here. Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then Celia then walks over to you, Inkwell. It's like,
Oop.
How old are you?
Your eyesight must not be what it used to be, huh?
Oh, trust me, I can see quite a bit. How old are you?
Oh. Let me look at my notes. 25.
25. I don't know how the sex would work, Lenan, but I think you got another young one right here.
Okay.
Winley is just giggling in the corner this whole time.
And Isolde just shakes her head and says quietly, sticking to one gender is so boring.
and then
we share a look.
Hey, Dad, nothing to knock on this, okay? When I was younger, I was known as Celia Greywind. My love was gray. It was neither white or black. You could never tell whether I loved you or not, and I was always on the wind. I just have never had sex with a dragonborn before, so I don't know how the anatomy works, but,
Well, it's, I mean, I don't feel we should speak of this in front of Celia, but...
You're talking to Celia right now.
Oh.
Lennon's like, oh, God, please, Grandma.
Dahlia's here too.
Dahlia, that's what I meant. Dahlia, that's what I meant.
Winley put her
Dahlia.
hands over Dahlia's ears. But she's
We should not
like,
speak
yes.
of this in front of Dahlia.
So, yeah.
Well, that's been put down. The crate's been put down. I think.
Well, time to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yes, we have, but we have other business in town to complete.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're ever in the business of marriage,
Well,
let
thank you
me
for your
know.
time.
And then Lennon's like, all right, yes, I'm not kicking you out because I don't like you. I like you guys very much. It's mainly because of her. Let's keep going. No, Dahlia, you stay here. Okay. Is that any other business? And she's at the doorway. It's like, can I help you out with anything else?
I'll come through later to train Dahlia.
You
Otherwise.
sell tools here.
What kind of tools are you looking for?
Crowbars.
Yeah, I was going to say no.
More delicate tools, small pliers, scissors, files.
Not. I mean, that which I work with, but not for sale. You might be able to find something at Barthen's.
Okay,
Maybe.
I'll look.
Okay.
We'll get out of your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Can I rewind a little bit because I wanted to give Dahlia something while they were all talking earlier.
Yeah,
so
while
when
it's
they're
all
talking,
like interweaving. Go ahead.
yes, okay. So when she got the giant crossbow, and they're all kind of talking over each other, like, well, you know, I mean, training and stuff with the mom, with Lenen. I want to just kind of like bend down to Dahlia and not to scare her. I just want to be like, look, I know you've got a lot of heart. Some of us are warriors in many different ways, but I want you to have something that I found to be quite soothing when I was in scary places away from home and when I didn't know what was going on. And I would pull out my whistle stick and I want to hand it to her. Just be like, do you see that one right there? Do you see them? And then point to Argent, who I think is in the middle of discussing something. Like, now they're an incredible performer and artist, and they fight and they conjure up these images, and they're beautiful storytellers. And I'm not sure which way your heart wants to go, but if you practice hard enough, you might be able to become as great as them one day. I just don't want you to get hurt, because I know how it is to live without a brother and live without a father and live without family. So you don't have to take my words to heart, but I just wanted to give you something that might be a little safer and keep you closer to home. And then give her the whistle stick.
Yeah, and she takes it and she looks at you. And then she just like barrels in for kind of like a hug. Just like from low. Just like,
I'll give her, and then oh, it's okay, sweetie. I just, and you can always talk to any of us while we're in town, okay?
Okay. You're not as scary as Roland said you are.
Well, thanks.
And give her a little
Gives you
wink.
like a very soft, genuine smile.
Oh, like, all right, sweetie. And then stand back up. until at the end of their conversation. Yeah, whatever.
Hello,
it is.
young
As we're
man,
gonna-
are you single?
Yeah.
As we're getting
And
shoot out.
Yeah. Oh.
And then you guys are pushed out by Linen. She gives you a wave, and Celia like pops her head through. It's like,
If you ever need to come back, come again. She'll be single for the rest of her days until you come back.
Oh,
and then
like
she like
her.
shoves her grandma back and closes the door.
oh, don't tempt me, dear.
What do you say, Tim?
What? Are we dropping the rest of these off?
No, I was just teasing you about Celia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought Celia was asking for herself.
I think she was. She really liked you, Tim.
Oh.
Let's go find Harbin and wrap up our business so we can enjoy the rest of the day.
I'm just giving Tim that look like.
And as you guys make your way away from the Lion Shield Coster, you're able to, asking around a bit. It's a small town. You find that Harbin is located on the southern side near where the second tower is currently being worked on. And you see him very standing tall, arms crossed, just looking on. You see other people working. About five people are working on this second tower at the moment, and they're currently laying down the foundation of what will be the platform.
Mm. Well, good to see him actually getting involved. I say quietly when we are far enough away that I know he can't hear me.
Mhm.
Should I call him?
Well, let's
Have
just
him come
bring
over.
it over to him.
I don't
Yeah.
want to get in front of all those other people, though, do we?
Well, he's a far enough distance away from them that he's not pulled into actually working.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go over and have a chat with him.
All right.
You guys make your way over, and he starts to hear the footsteps, and he turns, and immediately his face is like, "Oh, well, how are you all doing?"
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, Harbin.
Why, hello. Ooh. Kentucky. There we go.
Ah, the keywords.
Foghorn.
Foghorn Leghorn.
Foghorn.
Yeah, he's one of my forefathers. Hello and welcome back. I see those crates there, and I'm assuming that means that the job has been completed.
Yes.
Yes,
we have
indeed.
Correct.
brought the things for
Bring
you.
one of the crates over and crack it open.
Oh, wow. I did not know Nomengard was in weapons development.
Oh, it's
Some
from
of
the
the-
olden days.
Some of their old surplus.
Yes.
Oh, are they of working order?
Yes.
Very much so.
Okay.
I got a crossbow.
Duck.
Natural
Yes.
instinct.
And
A
like,
natural instinct is now just a duck anytime Winley raises that thing.
Any type of any weapon.
So no, of course we were able to procure and try out these before we came to you.
oh well, that is fantastic. Anything of the magical variety? Were you able to? Were they willing to part with anything that we could use here?
Well, as you pointed out, Nomengard is not in the business of building weaponry anymore, and that would be more of the thing that they would be working on. So I'm afraid not. What we have here is what we're able to get.
I pull out another jar of the manticore poison, though.
Oh,
That's
Wow.
right. You've got 2 jars. I forgot.
Oh,
Are
well,
there
you
3?
forgot.
Oh,
Wrong.
there's
I have 3.
yeah.
So this is a jar of manticore poison that the bolts and arrows can be dipped in.
Oh, wow. Oh,
That should
What?
only,
Why does everyone make that face?
it should only be given to those who are very excellent shots that will help against the dragon.
I mean,
Well,
Don't mix it up with
oh.
your bourbon.
Yeah, really.
I will not be mixing it with my bourbon. Do not worry about that, little lady. Yeah, and his confidence is taken a little bit aback by that, and he's like, I will hold it. And he just holds it like this.
You don't want
Excellent.
to keep it with the supplies?
Sorry?
You don't want to keep it with the other supplies?
Well,
I guess you can hold it. It is...
I believe that something as volatile as this in nature should be within the hands of a competent individual.
Who's
Yeah.
that?
Yes, like
Yeah.
she got there before I did.
And you see like a visible like, well, you are seeing them before you. Look at these fine towers that are now being erected since the attack. It's
Oh,
responsible.
It was a valid question, Whitley.
I'm just like not cracking for a second, but internally, Isolt is rolling on the floor laughing.
Well, I believe we can store these weaponry somewhere else for now. Care to join me at my house, and we will figure out a way to
Payment?
Sorry?
Payment?
Oh yes, you all are of expecting payment, of course. Come along.
And a nice meal, right?
I will see what I can do.
Wonderful. Let's head for your house, assuming, of course, that your stalwart builders can be without you for a little while.
Certainly. These are the people of Fandolin. They are quite a hard lot.
So I've gathered.
Yes. All right. Shall we? Yep. And now, like, as he begins to walk, you kind of just see him holding the jar out and away from him as he walks.
You want me
Make
to...
him take it.
Yeah, Tim, maybe you should hang on to it.
Someone else carry that, please.
Especially
Tim.
before he cooks dinner. I think you should probably hang on to that.
Yeah, and I just put it in a
Don't trust him.
bag. I mean, I've never tried to shake it. I'm not going to shake it now, but I don't.
And you guys get back to you get to Harbin's house. Make me a quick perception check, whoever would like to.
Sure.
Everyone loves to know.
Everyone loves a perception check, except when they roll like that.
Same though. Hey, go
Okay.
Tim.
I paid attention.
What?
Okay, excellent. Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
Ah, there we go.
Where's mine?
I'm not
17?
the only one.
You got a 17. It's
Oh,
at the
there I
bottom.
am. There I am.
Okay, so Tim and Darjan, as you're walking, you do notice one of the few structures here that is of a larger size. Leading down the road to where Harbin lives is the town hall. And just the entrance is aimed away from where you are able to see, but you do see where would be the front, a little faint bit of smoke rising. Not large, but just some just puffing out. And as you continue to walk,
Do they set a camp? Is there a camp up there in front of the town hall right now?
It says there's,
Oh, shit.
or is there something going on?
Sorry,
I can
Julie.
hear you, Dojan, but I can't see them. Ah, there they are.
You cut out there, Julie.
Oh, yes, internet is unstable. Anyway, go ahead.
Yep.
Oh no, we missed what you said. What did you?
Oh, I was saying, is there something going on at the town hall today?
Oh, not by my look. Nothing at all that I can see. Is there
Smoke over there.
smoke?
Yeah, I'll start walking in that direction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You break off just a little bit, and you see seated on the front steps a familiar, blonde hair, usually was very cheerful looking elf, just sitting haggard in front of the front of the town hall with a pipe in her hand, and it's Sister Garael from the target shooting game.
That pipe puts out a lot of smoke.
And she's just taking a few puffs and just like, and you can see it looks like she has not slept in quite a while.
Oh my goodness.
We left Dahlia with her, didn't we?
Dahlia is with you
now I know, but I'm just trying to remember for the story.
She was the one that we passed her to.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Before we left.
Yes, and now she's within the purview of the Grey Winds.
Right.
Yeah. And so she's just sitting there. It's like, oh, hello there. Well, welcome back.
You look all in. Are you all right?
We there was a bit more damage before after you all left. Just a few other people, but Rhonda's leg hasn't been doing too well lately, so we've been trying to keep everyone in check. We moved the makeshift medical area over here to the town hall, and
And you haven't been, well, I guess sleep is the incorrect word. Trancing well?
me and Merkel have been taking shifts here and there, but he is not as well versed with healing, neither am I, but to greater extent than he is. Yeah.
Well, I could help. I mean, we're just finishing up.
I was looking at Winley going,
Yeah.
mm.
Like
We
Winley
can
and I think
move-
exchanged a look.
And like her hazed eyes like finds focus on you, Winley. It's like, oh yes, you were the one who helped Dahlia.
Mm-hmm.
If you have the power within your purview right now, we can take a look at Rhonda's leg for a moment.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ah, that would be greatly
You guys
appreciated.
can go ahead without me.
I'll stay with you, Winley, if you three want to handle this.
Yeah, we'll take the stuff over.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let us go to my abode. As you Nyx also happen or just kind of wants to hang around you and Isolde, Winley and Isolde, so she stays behind. But you three, Bessie, Harbin, take your way back to his house. We'll do this town hall bit first.
Okay.
Yes, and you see her tap out her pipe, and then she like takes her boot, squashes it on the ground into the dirt till it's well put out. Tucks it in a little pouch. All right, follow me, please.
And I'll glance over at Winley and ask quietly, how much power do you have left?
I'm feeling a little stronger, so I have quite a few spell casting abilities. I could use my healing spells.
All right. I'll leave that to you then.
So
Okay.
you all head in,
Yeah.
and the morning that you guys saw the kind of makeshift hospital that you guys were a part of, there was about 3 or 4 people at the time. Total number in here is about 7 now.
Good Lord.
You guys did not see the full damage that was done and what had to be moved about. But most people seem to be resting. Definitely kind of cast limbs, a little janky. But no one is really that worse for wear compared to Rhonda, the one who is racing against Winnie in the horse races. And she's on a table, very much drenched in sweat, and you see that her right leg is covered with a piece of cloth. Yes, so looks like Rhonda's leg is taking a turn for the worst, is going towards rot. Unfortunate.
Infected.
Yes, and I do not have the skills to be able to put it back, and that is very, very frustrating. So we have just been taking shifts to make sure that she is fine, and hopefully things would turn better, but at this rate it looks like we may have to cut it where it is, unless thanks to you being here we may be able to heal it a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I just learned a new spell actually. I'll need about 10 minutes to get it ready and cast it, but I think it hopefully might do a lot of good, and actually I might be able to heal maybe up to 6 people in here with it.
Okay, that's excellent. But do you want to see the leg first? It's a bit on the how do you gnarly side?
On the gnarly side? Yes, let's have a look.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Winley's reaction on this, honestly.
All right. Brace yourselves. It is a bit gnarly. I can sleep deprived. Vocabulary going out the window.
He does that very quickly when you're low on sleep.
Yes. Are you ready, love? All right. And she pulls back the fabric, and it's a compound fracture. Bone is sticking out, and the bone itself doesn't look the worst. It's the surrounding flesh. It is spewing yellow pus, and the surrounding area is getting into that almost blackish range. And it is from like her mid thigh all the way down to her kneecap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can still, and like Winley hears something low out of the corner here. Mimi, shh. No, Mimi. I can see what I can
casually put a hand on the bag at my side and like dig my nails in. Stop it.
Gross, I don't want to eat up. And then Sister Garia, I was like, yes, so
I think maybe I shouldn't waste time. So I'm gonna do another spell that I know, but I've been working on it, so it might be a little bit more powerful than it was before, but it should work pretty instantaneously.
It should. I think I know the one that you are speaking of, but it may be best if we reset the leg first. Put the bone back into alignment before you use that spell.
Okay. I might need help with that. I'm
right here, Winley.
Okay.
So you guys are going to go about setting the leg?
Yeah, basically using I just lost the word, traction to like grip the knee and grip the hip and like pull so that the bone goes back into alignment, and then hold it there while Winley does the spell.
Okay. So we're gonna.
Yeah. I feel perfectly justified using Tiana's medical knowledge because Isolde has been in battle. She knows this stuff.
So, whoever would like to make a medicine check may. It's either you both can roll it or one of you can roll with advantage. The other one basically helping.
Pretty good medicine.
What's your medicine?
I have a +5 on that.
Oh yeah, no, I'll give you advantage and help you with that.
Okay. Okay. Key pious. Okay.
Nice.
So
yeah, I'll like show her where to put her hands and wrap my hands around hers, and the two of us work together to do it.
Mm-hmm. And with that, you're able to welcome to the night shift with D&D Beyond. So you're able to pull basically the hip and at the knee, and the bone starts to reset back in. And y'all didn't warn Rhonda. She screams.
And I'm just like holding and look up at Winley and say, "Do it, heal her."
And she's screaming and trying to like move and struggle.
I have an 18 strength. She's not going anywhere.
You're able to like with Winley's arm and your help, you're able to get the leg down, and with your other arm, like push her down by the chest, and she's just trying to wriggle free.
Just like Do it.
And Winley's gonna kind of quickly summon the power of LaRue and like heal her leg, and she casts Cure Wounds at second level.
Second level.
Yeah, just to give a little more punch.
All right. Roll that dice if you would like.
Yep. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, 10.
That one hurts my soul.
Yeah. And as you do that, with the leg struggling, you put your arm over, because you have to touch it. You have to put your hand within the pus.
So she was a little shook, so it wasn't quite as strong as she thought.
It's like that reaction. But this, you notice it when you did your guiding bolt. Before, your healing was more of a golden tones. Now it's taken on more of a gray silver light. And it emanates through your hands and just, and you remove your hands. The pus is still there. But as you look, it's been set. The wound, the puncture hole has been closed. And from immediate pain to immediate comfort, you just see, you feel in your hand, Isolde, just the struggling stop. And you look and Rhonda is out.
Yeah.
Let's clean her up real fast and just make sure it doesn't look infected anymore.
Yeah. And I'll look over at Sister, what was her name?
Gara L.
Gara L. Look over her and say, do you have a wash basin and a cloth?
Yes. And with that, she looks around a little bit scattered, and she walks over, grabs a tin with some water in it, and starts to, she's done this part very repeatedly over the last 4 days since you've been gone. And she's able to clean it, and you guys look, skin looks clean.
There we are. And so, settle back on my heels. Should have warned her first, though. I was a little too focused. Apologies.
Well, it might have been better that it was a surprise.
I don't know, man. Being surprised with that kind of pain, especially in the upper leg, that's...
Sister, are any of the other patients really bad like this?
I mean, it's broken bones. We've been able to set a few of them. None of them as bad as Rhonda. She had some of the timber land directly on her leg. Thankfully, it was only a compound fracture as opposed to a complete shattering of the leg. That would have ended her days of racing for sure. That's been the big one lately. We've just been working day and night, and you see over on the far end, closer to where a slightly raised platform where you would assume Harbin would address the people of this town. You see Merkel wrapped up, large, massive man. The blanket hardly covers him, but without any hair anywhere, and he's just knocked out.
And I'll look over at Sister Gara. Where have you been sleeping?
What?
Where have you been sleeping, or trancing, or whatever it is elves do?
Sleeping.
I'm gonna reach over and take the basin from her hands.
Yeah, and then you see it slowly leave her grip, and you catch it.
Yeah, and I'll set it down on a nearby table and just put my hands on her shoulders and guide her over to and sit her down, lay down if I can get her to do it.
And she sits down and she's and tries to stand back up.
Nope. You have 2 fresh people now. You get some sleep.
Thank you.
And just pull a blanket over her.
Yeah.
Yep, and she's
and Winley kind of rummages through her bag. She finds one of her stoppered bottle, uncorks it, and quickly splashes some and puts it under her eyes. I hope she doesn't mind. This will help with the circles under her eyes.
and sleep will help even more.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right, let's see what we can do to help these people.
And as you two go about doing the good work of LaRue, that's where we're going to take our break. When we come back, we will see what happens at the negotiations with Halben. Now, as I mentioned before in that long
rap battle
musical number, we have our winner for the quarantine giveaway, $200 worth of stuff. Whoa!
So exciting.
Yes. And the person who won is MKid405.
Congratulations.
MKid405. Congratulations. You get the Nord Games books, you get the Nord Games decks, you get the Birds of Paradise dice, and you get the Carbon Gray 2185 book. That's the last time I get to say it. Thank you all to all of you who entered. Yes, it was massive support from community, just y'all doing what you do, and thank you to all of those companies who donated products for us to give away. That is super excellent. Most excellent. Dude.
We went in two different directions with that one. I like it.
But yeah, right now, if you look in the chat, probably Thomas is pushing it now. We do have a Book of Inspiration giveaway. Nord Games deck of the winner's choice, not just luck deck, not just critical hit deck, as I learned. Any deck from their website, you be like, I want that one, and you get that one. So, hashtag chaos in the chat. Enter once. Any more than that, you will be disqualified. United States and I believe Canada, except for Quebec, because Quebec, you know what you did. And we will see you guys after the break. Thank you so much. See you then. Thomas. Oh, hey, welcome back to Dragon of Icespire Peak. We just watched Isolt and Winley set some bones, and now they're going to do Dungeon Hospital.
Is that the name we landed on?
Dungeon Hospital. That's what we got for now. It is airing cable TV Tuesday nights, 3 a.m.
on the DH.
On the DH. Between infomercials for Slap Chop and
that amazing tape that you can make entire boats out of.
Yes.
Flex tape.
Yes.
Let me talk to you about flex tape.
That stuff, yes.
Flex tape.
But yes, now we shift the camera over to Darjan, Tim, Inkwa, and Bessie following Harbin to his home.
We're gonna let Bessie do all the talking. And...
All right. Yeah, if you can just stick the boxes right over there, that would be fantastic. And you put the jaw on that desk way in the back corner, and you see the desk is in the corner. And if you stick it in the corner, it is well in the corner.
We're in his house now, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Unless there's something you want to do in between.
No, I just was clarifying.
And the door is fixed. You do see the window has been replaced now with just a solid piece of wood.
Oh, that wasn't mended? Well, that's a shame.
Oh, yeah, you guys mended the door. Not the window.
Didn't have enough.
Didn't.
Oh, too bad Winley's not there. She would have been like, yes. Still.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, on the way there, can I have an aside with Tim and Darjan as well, if they can hear? But is it
Tim? Why are you keep giving away all of the manticore poison? I don't understand. I definitely could use it.
Yeah. Oh, you want the third jar?
I mean, I
had
thought it was implied, but
I'll do it much more sneakily so he doesn't see it.
Okay, but why are you giving it to him?
and then gesture to.
And he's
I'm gonna go walk over and I'm gonna talk to him because I know what you guys are talking about. So I'm gonna go make sure Harbin doesn't come back. And
I just don't know why.
Well,
you really think
so the first jar, because obviously I want the people to be able to protect themselves.
That made sense. Yeah.
For him, it's kind of following up on that, but it's more just to be like, you got more than your money's worth. You should give us.
I honestly feel he will not touch it ever again. He's going to
just
put it somewhere and never use it.
We just have to get more money.
Okay. All right.
That's all I wanted to have. Conversation with him on the way.
But do you want the third jar?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, and like while you're walking with Harbin, Darjan, he's like, yeah, as you can see, and he's like pointing at his house because it's not too far away. It's like, yeah, I had that wood imported from Silver Moon, as I mentioned before. You go from Silver Moon before. Yeah.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that. Very nice.
Yes, indeed. Oh well. Hey, y'all finally caught up. All right.
Yeah, they're just Bessie. They have to take care of Bessie and stuff. So.
Oh yes, your horse here. No, never mind.
What? No, please.
Well, I mean, like a horse of that age should be relaxing,
Oh, Bessie is enjoying her time with us. We don't make her pull stuff all the time.
She enjoys it, Arvin.
Oh, okay. Well, you are her master. I understand that. No.
Yes. Well.
So,
we can't.
Where do you want the supplies?
Grab a box.
And then you guys are inside.
Yes, I can't. Would love to talk to you about what we've done. But did you? Were you able to get some food for us?
I mean, you asked for food, and then now we're here. It's only been five minutes.
I mean, it's not an unforeseeable request, but I'll start putting the things where you want them.
And I do want.
I mean, I myself am not the cook here.
Where's your staff?
Oh well, I have Excuse me. A nice little halfling woman who helps with my food.
Oh, well, if she's not, that's fine. Well, we can chat. We can chat anyway.
Oh, okay, yeah. I could have him meet you at the Stonehill Inn. They have a greater kitchen setup than I do.
Yeah, we'll go get our own food. That's fine. Especially. Sorry?
Perhaps some drinks for now.
There you go.
Certainly. It is. Well, I don't remember the last time I had. Guess, this is really getting my Watadavian blood boiling. And you see him go over to a small little liquor cabinet, and he comes out. It's like, what are y'all feeling? Are you feeling something a little more earthy, rooty? How you feeling? You want something on the fruitier side? Or
yeah,
wine?
Fruity side. On the fruitier side, we have a party. We're having a party.
Some wine. That is not here. You all know about it anyway. And he flips over the carpet and he lifts up the trap door and he walks downstairs, comes back up, and he comes out with 2 bottles. He's like,
Ooh.
Not my nicest vintage, but something nice and smooth for just a bit of a afternoon.
Yes. It's a nice aperitif.
Well, I've not heard that language since I was part of this Watadavian party. Oh, it was great. You could see all the lords there. Those.
Yeah. Pick up a glass.
I have my sneaking suspicions who are the closed lords of Waterdeep, the secret ones, but that's just for me and my brain.
Ooh.
And he starts pouring glasses of wine, and he hands each one.
No.
Yeah.
2 for you.
I don't want. I'm good. Thank you.
Is there something Dragonborn like to drink? Whiskey.
I'm good, Arvin. I'm good.
You sure?
Yes. If he says he's good, he's good. Don't worry.
Okay. Just, I am your host. This is our own little gathering. We will have
Yes, well, let's get this party started, shall we?
Certainly.
And
you all start drinking and
Do a toast to how well he's been getting the town defenses together.
Well, let me tell you, I will have to give credit where credit is due. It was from Phandalin Mine Exchange Guildmaster, her idea, Halia, and she put that out for me, and I was like, that is a brilliant idea. Now, Halia, I have the money, you have the ideas. Let us make Fandolin a defensible area. Yeah. And was able to get some wood shipment from up north in the Neverwinter Woods real right quick. Got my brother has a loggers camp up north.
Handy.
So we were able to get that wood up here or down real quick.
Nice. Wow. So yes, you've been doing pretty good out here, have you?
I wouldn't say the best. It has been a while to have some finer company within my hallowed home. But certainly, this is...
Well, it's like so thank you for bringing us in. It was a tough fight out there.
I can imagine. I saw your knight friend over there. Oh, I have seen plenty of Knights of the Unicorn who had much damage to them when I was my time down in Waterdeep.
Yes. So yeah, no, it was a hard fought thing to bring you these supplies.
Oh, certainly, I can imagine these. Outside the walls of Waterdeep, the rest of the land can be a bit of savage territory. Unfortunately,
lots of creatures and things that came out and.
Can I roll a perception check on how drunk he is?
Yes. So to that, Darjan and Tim, how much are you drinking as well?
Sip.
Sip.
Slightly more than sip. I have 2 glasses, so
Yes,
if I'm doing
it's true. Yeah.
each, it's gonna build up.
So in this time, Tim, I would like you to make a Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
And
Nice.
Nice.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right, let me
You
deal
get a
you
card. Yeah.
See.
He can hold his liquor, that's for sure.
I can hold
Both
your
hands.
glass too.
He's doing tricks with his thoughts. Yeah.
He drinks one and he spins it around his hand. Yeah.
What kind of card did you get, Nick?
This would be hand to the GM after any time for the following benefit, plus 1d4 on making a skill or attack roll.
Okay.
Nice.
You, Tim, despite even having 2 glasses, you're handling it quite well. You see Harbin, Inqua, you notice that he's getting a little red in the cheeks, but he's not getting beyond that.
Yeah, we don't want him to get too sloshy. We just because we
He
still
is
need
also a larger man, and you can see that he's just like, he's looking like a good buzz going. He's
A good
having
what?
conversation with good buzz.
Oh, good buzz going. Got it.
It's like, oh man. Yeah, I'll tell you about the time I was in Waterdeep. I was walking down an alleyway, and I swear to God, you were talking about dangers. I was stopped by some masked ruffians, and I was very scared for my life, but I was, as Hob and West Town, I was able to talk my way out of it. Just be like, oh well, hello there, gentlemen. We don't need to get into any nasty scrapes here, and just based on my word, they knew who I was, and they took their leave.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, earlier
Tim,
today,
did you want
we were descended upon by a maddened manticore.
Oh boy, you gotta tell me that story. How large was it? How large were the antlers? I read one time that their spikes, if they came through, they pierced through you, you would die if they're poisoned. That poison back there. Oh, and you are allowed to tell the tale. You tell me more. And he's like leaning in, eyes wide, very much. If he had the combat skill, probably would be a Knights of the Unicorn. He is very much into that adventure, and he's just like leaning in.
Well, I will tell him a little bit about we saw somebody being chased by a horse. The horse being chased on a horse, and the manticore comes flying in, and I will say, insult, and I'll tell a little bit about how she was able to fend him off with her.
All of its attention.
Yeah, and then, I was able to kill the killing blow by a rolling crossbow bolt right into its eye.
And during her recount, I do want to pour him, make sure his wine glass is always full. Just casually, just without him even knowing it, if I can.
And I'll sing him the little tune that we sang earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And just to get him, Eye of the Manticore.
As you sing, Inqua, you're noticing the cheeks getting redder, the laugh longer and louder.
More annoying. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's starting to raise his, every time he's talking, he's just like, ho, 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 ho.
I just kind of I feel like he's perceived, because at first Inqua had no idea what Tim and Argent were doing, still talking to this douche. So he was just like, I don't get it, but then he eventually gets it. And so that's when he does the wine thing. And so when he
especially
does
when I'm doing these kind of things for an Inqua going, yeah.
And so when he starts getting looser and he's engaged with Argent, I just will kind of get Tim's attention and just be like.
And you've been going at it for exchanging stories for a good 45 minutes to an hour by now.
So,
And
so
you can see that he is right proper sloshed.
All right. So we were at that time. So, yes. Well, I'm glad that we were able to get back to you and get your things back to you. And so we wanted to talk a little bit about what that's worth to you.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
As you can see, the goods that we brought were well above what you paid for.
Well, I did promise 200. How about on top of that, another 50? 250.
Oh, how about another 150? Come on. We brought this and we had to go through so much to get it to you. Persuasion.
And the manticore poison on top, if nothing else, just to keep as a treasure.
Persuasion.
Son of a bitch! Ooh, that's a nat 20 for those who cannot see.
Ooh.
Yes.
And Darjan gets a card. Darjan, what is your card?
Let's see. I hate when it's so small. Come on. There we go. Plus 1d6 after a skill or attack roll.
Excellent. And you see him scratch his head a bit. Like, he's gotten to the point where he sees that half bit of glass and he just kind of puts it to the side. Right. How about this? I'll give you 400 gold for it all. For doing the job, for bringing the supplies and for giving me such great company I have not had in so long.
400 gold.
I think they'll sing songs of your generosity.
Yes.
They do in Waterdeep, my friend. They do. Auburn Weston is known as a philanthropist.
Oh, maybe I'll be inspired by this.
Oh yeah, you could write a song and they will sing it from the western savage frontier to all the way to Dombreth.
And of course, by the light of the silvery moon.
Oh yes, it will reach silvery moon by midnight.
Yes.
Let me go get your gold and
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And you see him flip over the carpet again and he goes down and he's catching himself as he goes down. It's like, oh, okay.
Tim, do you want to follow him? Okay, I just want to make sure he doesn't fall.
Oh, that's what. I think he's good.
Okay.
And you hear him able to make it down the stairs after a good 30 seconds. You don't hear any more steps going down, but you do hear a bit of clanking and clinking and just oh. Party harder than I thought. Party hobbin. Oh, and then you hear clinking. It's like 1, 2.
Oh my God, you guys are going to be here all day.
Oh.
I'm sipping the wine.
And it takes him a good 10 minutes of just being down there, and you hear the steps coming up. Oh, wow, I have not partied hobbin like that since what?
I will take it, and then I will hand it to Tim for.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, I haven't drank that much. Oh. Hello, Tom.
Look, sir, we're tiring you out. I think we need to get going.
Right. Let me show you out, and then
Thank you.
I will retire to my bedroom.
On the way out, James, Ink was going to casually walk by where they set the manticore poison, and even if Tim and DJ don't see, he wants to take the vial and slip it in his thing.
Okay.
On the way out.
It's slightly larger than a vial, maybe about that big.
It's not a. What that's
Put it
that's
in.
all
He'll
the
put the
way.
bottle.
Is that all the way? Oh, never mind.
I know he was in a corner, but I'm assuming since he's that inebriated and everyone's kind of
In that case, make a sleight of hand.
Can I make a perception check?
I'll let you do it at disadvantage, just because you are heading out with.
Whoops.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
Can we inspire that? Can we inspire that?
So my lowest is gonna be a 4.
Do you have a second if you want to inspire? You guys did get a lot of bigs.
Is it okay? Okay, I'll do it again. Is it another roll or do I add on to it?
You just roll.
You can either do a d6 or a roll.
You want to do a d6 or a roll?
I'm gonna roll. That's better.
Okay.
Then I'll after he does that, I'll go behind him and put the other jar.
Okay.
Oh, the empty
one.
We're gonna put the other one.
What other jar do you have, dude?
The manticore. He has another one of manticore poison.
Yeah.
So, because you have to cross Inkwell to go do that.
I was gonna say, will I see him? And I'll just be
you will. He will see you.
Oh yeah.
You
can see me. Like that one's yours, and this one will be his. Because that's a part of the deal.
We never specified that. When?
It was implied.
I'm at the door seeing you guys talking, so I'm talking.
Right now, anything implied to him right now, he will not remember in the morning. I say we keep this for ourselves.
You can keep that.
Oh, both, and then try and take it from Tim's hand.
Nope.
And this, you're trying to go for it, Inkwell?
His hands?
Yeah.
Well, I'll reach towards it, but if he says no and he pulls it away, I'm not going to continue to go for it.
Okay.
I respect him enough to be like, ugh.
All right.
And Harbin turns, is like, hey, gentlemen, are you admiring my collection of moonshade owl bobberies?
They are gorgeous.
Absolutely.
And then lean into Tim. If you don't give me that poison, I'm going to take one of his lubida bobberies instead.
Well, I mean, okay, but this is business right here, so you're not taking it.
All right.
Yeah. Now this one I got imported from Moonshade Isles. I found it a nice little vendor on the docks of Waterdeep.
Oh yes. Yeah. Well, look at the time. All right.
Oh, we better let you go. I'm very sorry for taking too much of your time.
Oh no! Whenever you all are back, stop by. We will chat the day away. I will regale you with stories. You will regale me with stories.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Good night, sir.
Come to the doorway, so that I may see off my new friends.
Yes.
And he ushers you out, and he, like, as you guys are walking, he's just like constantly waving. And you guys round the corner, don't see him anymore.
Tim, I don't understand why we can't have 2 vials of the poison. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Business.
Jarjan, do you think that he's going to remember having that poison that he's obviously never going to use when we could use it out on the road, or I could use it back home?
Jar of poison now.
That's what you guys were doing. Okay. All right. I was wondering what was going on right there. But
I just feel like
I am worried about giving him the poison, Tim. I really am. But
I don't think he's gonna drink it.
I just think it'd be valuable with us. But that's okay. Thank you for this one. I appreciate it. Go find the girls.
Yes. We're out now. Let's go find the rest of our team.
Oh, and split up our loot.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So during that time, you and Winley assault, you win the assault, and Nyx is also there to provide some assistance. You're able to get people, at the very least, cheered up. You can tell that Sister Gariel and Merkel have done a fair job with the others. It was just Rhonda who was the difficult part.
So yeah, once we've, cheered people up, made people comfortable, changed dressings, things like that, I'll, lean my shield up against the wall and just sit and wait, because I know that they'll come back eventually, and I'm pretty sure they'll come looking for us here. Just keeping a watch over people so that Sister Gariel can sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to ask Tim did he check how many coins we actually got?
Oh, I'm sure it's off, but it's heavy enough that I'm not complaining.
Well, and you guys could hear him counting down there
Yeah,
for like
but
10 minutes.
1, 2.
But you always check. You always double check.
Yeah, one of them might be platinum, one of them might be a silver. We might win, we might lose.
It's all about flipping the coin.
If there's a moon dangle, I want it.
I was just hoping if there was a few extra that we might.
Sneaky.
Anyway, all right.
No, we owe it to them to be fair on this.
You're always
I'm
my
assuming
conscience.
this is an aside too.
Yes. Oh yeah, this is an aside. I'm talking. You're with Bessie.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, it's like I said. It's like you are my conscience.
In this case.
And about 15 minutes later, after Assault, you and Winley, you guys are taking your time to just watch over the people. You see these three enter.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
you guys are back.
Oh yes, we are
Hello.
back.
Money.
Ching ching ching. Be careful.
How did it go?
Let's step outside so we can talk.
And wait
We don't
for-
want to disturb any of these people in here. We don't want to disturb. Come on.
I asked Nyx to watch over so that Sister can sleep.
Yeah. Yes, Sister Gariel very clearly hasn't slept more than a couple of hours in the last several days. So
Yeah. And you see Nyx seeing the cue to like take a break, is pulled out a little journal and has like been doing something within it as she writes down or draws whatever.
okay. And we'll step outside and like go a little bit into the side. So, how did it go?
Darshan was amazing.
Always the persuasive one.
Yes, it was good, and Inqua helped with the libations.
How
Well, once I figured out what you were doing, it was.
how drunk did you get him?
Oh, not bad. He was able to go up and downstairs and get us our cash.
Fair enough.
Well, have you ever seen an orc on a wild boar, like running around, and then it falls off? It's like worse than that. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I have not seen that.
it's funny. It's funny.
All right.
Do we want to divvy it up now, or?
Yeah, let's just.
We might as well settle this part of the business, close out this chapter. So what's 400?
That's what we got.
So you guys actually open the sack and you start to look at it, and it's a mix of coinage. There's no copper or silver, but there is a mix of gold and platinum that unfortunately does not fully equal 400. It's 386.
So he gave us 386, and we still have the 200 from what we were given.
Oh, that's an addition?
Wow.
Oh, Tim's eyes just lit
You
up.
don't remember? Yeah, he already gave us payment. He already gave
I
us
thought that he
payment.
just brought up the 200 additional. Okay, so that's going to be
586 divided by
Yeah.
5.
I was hoping that he would forget that he already paid us, and it looks
that's
like
going to be like 110, 117.
Well, he didn't pay us exactly. He was giving us money to take to Nomengard to give to them to
Right. So we
Just to
had
buy
some
the
of that left as well. But
No, we have all of that left because we were given the weaponry for a fee.
The 117 gold pieces each.
The 117?
117 with one left over.
I think Darjan should have it. Darjan was the one that roused us to
earn it.
final crossbow.
Yeah.
Earn this gold.
Yes.
I'd be okay
absolutely.
with that.
+1 for persuasion.
So everybody gets 117. Darjan, you get 118.
Oot.
All right. Well,
Inventory 117.
This is the best part of the game.
it seems like technically this concludes our business that drew the five of us together.
It is. It was great working with everyone.
And it's about 4 o'clock right now.
That the other money that we had that he gave us, who has that now? Did we split that as well?
That was all piled together. That's part of the 117.
Just wanted to make because I was. Okay,
Oh yeah, no. Isolde pulled that out of her belt pouch because she's been the one holding on to that.
Got it.
And that gets split very fairly. I'm sure Darjan is watching, waiting for Isolde to be as dishonest as Darjan is, and she isn't.
Well,
Dishonest? No.
You said it's about 4 o'clock?
Yeah, around 4.
Well, everyone, I know that it's around 4 o'clock. Maybe we could all go to like a farewell meal. I know that we all probably are parting ways in a moment because we've all, finished what we were meant to do. But what do you say to a final meal somewhere?
I like that.
That would be lovely.
I wouldn't call it a final meal. I'd call it a team meal.
A team meal. We'll
Yes.
say.
I would like to stop and look for some tools very quickly. It
Yeah,
is a
shopping spree.
A meal, but
Well, and I would like to stay here until Sister Gariel wakes up. She is in desperate need of rest. But I will meet you at the inn where we all met.
Yes.
6 or 7.
Yes. That would be perfect.
Lovely.
And Izzy, will we have time to freshen up though first?
You will have time.
Okay.
So, you're saying there, Tim, you're gonna head over to find, I'm assuming, these tools.
what? That's
Oh, he's making fine jewelry. Come on.
Clearly. That's why he needs the file.
I broke the lock for my chest, and I'd like to have a way to get back into it. Could I? Yes, thieves' tools.
Fine jewelry. I like that. I think we should. We'll work with that. We'll work with that, Tim.
Okay.
We got
So-
those stones.
Easy enough. Or not easy enough, but so you didn't find any at Lion Shield Coster, but they pointed you in the direction of Barthen's Provisions.
Okay.
You make your way over?
Yes.
Cool. It's on the northern side. Inkwa, you know where it was, or it's where you dropped off your grain and stuff. You're able to point them in the direction. And you arrive there, and similar outside setting to a lot of the buildings here, but you go inside and it's got 2 rows of standing shelves in the middle and some shelves on the side with different provisions. They've got some grain, they got some vegetables, they have a bit of some farm tools off to the side, and you can see on the back area a larger counter space where you see a very lithe older man, very large nose, balding at the center with whatever is remaining on the side. He kind of just tries to flop over with tiny spectacles sitting on the edge, as well as 2 clerks that are just kind of milling about. Not much business, so they're kind of just sitting on top of some tall stools and just looking about. One of them has blonde hair, blue eyes, human, very pale skin, just kind of rocking on one. And then the other one, you notice he's got darker, browner skin. Hair is undercut with the top long and tied up into like a little bit of a ponytail. And you also notice his ears just give a slight point. Not as long as Darjan's, but just a bit.
Okay. Pardon me. I'm looking for some tools and supplies. I was told I might be able to find them here.
Mm-hmm. And the older guy seems to be in the back, busy, but one of the clerks kind of shoots up a bit, though a blonde kid just kind of rocking back and forth. It's like, oh, yes, hi. Tools, what kind of tools would you like?
Well, I'm looking for a fine pair of pliers. The smaller, more precise, the better. A file. Do you have any pots, skillets?
Skillets. We do have skillets. Thistle. Can you look for some a file? And what you presume is the half elf kid is just like looks up, is like, fine. And then he walks off.
Yeah, I'll start feeding him all the things for putting together these tools, and also some cooking instruments, some cooks tools as well.
So the one helping you right now is like, hi, my name is Ander. Nice to meet you. So we're gonna find some pots, pans. Not for a home. Not for a home.
If we can, find things better suited for travel, that would be
travel
better.
Yes. Travel. Yes. Okay. Come with me. And he like leads you just a little bit of ways to where it looks more like a cooking section, and not much in the terms of like, let's say like our camping stores where it's like, here's a little tiny pan, but it's got pans, it's got some pots. Here's a small one.
Okay. And I'll start putting the other things in there too. Like this will be my bag for the way out.
Oh, cool. Thrifty. I'll see what Thistle is doing, and by that time Thistle comes up. It's like, yeah, so like, we don't really like have like files and stuff like that. We got like hoes. Do you want a hoe? We got shovels. We got
What about small scissors?
Small scissors.
What about a medium-sized file?
Sure. Yeah, I can get that for you. And you see him go back. Takes about 5 minutes. Comes back out. Yeah, so not much. I mean, I got, and he pulls out like shears for sheep. He's like, this is like small as we got.
Thinking more along the lines of what a tailor would use.
Do you look like a tailor?
What? No, this looks like a general. Is this not a general store?
Yeah, it's a general store. We sell general stuff. We're not going to get scissors.
Okay. I'm just going to go down my list and whatever on the list I can get to fill in. Progress towards one day having a full set of proper tools.
You try, and he, despite his prickliness, he does try to help you a bit. Everything you're asking for, he's able to provide extra large for farm work, for carpentry, but for finer detailed stuff, he's like, yeah.
Do you have nails? Long nails.
Walks off, comes back.
He brings like railroad pikes.
Yeah, we got, and they're not, like steelhead, all that stuff. They're of a sizable, maybe about 4 inches long.
That's serviceable.
Cool.
All right. I'm guessing I have. I was able to get the cooking utensils.
Oh yeah, easy enough. And
Okay.
Anders just like super kind of pumped. He's like,
All right. What's the bill gonna be for all of this?
he looks, and you see Thistle's eyes just like dart over. Yeah, it's gonna be like 7 silver.
Okay. Here you go.
Cool.
Well, at least someone's gonna get something. Thank you all for your time.
Yeah, no problem. And Anders like, yeah, thank you for coming to Barthen's Provisions. I'm Ander. This is Thistle. That's Barthen. And you see the old man finally like look up, and it's like, wow. Have a good day.
Good day.
And you leave. Excellent. During that time, anybody else need to do any individual stuff?
Yeah, I'm mostly just staying and keeping watch, sitting a little ways down from Nyx to give her privacy while she's doing whatever she's doing in her journal. I'm not going to pry.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take Bessie back to the inn's stall where I can leave her there. Let her rest some more. Put a blanket over her. Let her get some water.
Mm-hmm.
You've been a good girl, Bessie. You've traveled a long way this past few days.
Yeah, go to the inn. Go to the inn and get a room for me and Tim.
Mm-hmm. Room for Tim. Yeah, and as you're putting away Bessie, and as you guys are all starting to like finish up your stuff, slight drizzle is happening at this point. You guys all head back to the inn eventually?
Yeah.
Cool. Nyx joins you. At this time, as you two are leaving, Sister Gariel, Merkel is kind of just waking up, and he's like, "Oh, hello there. Good to see you both.
Good to see you as well."
Just so you know, little lady, there's some correspondence for you back at the inn.
For me?
Yes. It wasn't marked with anything, but apparently somebody was dropping it off. Marco bought it, or Todlin bought it for 7 silver. If you could just come on, go take a look at it.
Oh, I wonder who's
Okay.
writing you.
Apparently it's came a long way.
Oh.
All right, let's see here. Who do we... Oh, I'm assuming that's what you did. You guys all helped with Rhonda there.
No, I'll gesture over at Winley.
Very good. Just tell Toblin Merkel says you can have a hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. And she's like, hopefully it's a diet one.
I'll just like look at her and go, you need the sugar after the channeling power.
Very true.
Little bit of extra reserves.
She tries to do the math of how many calories spellcasting must have burned.
Nope, don't do it. Consider it a cheat day after all of the days that we've spent on rations.
Oh, that's true.
Isolt has learned how to speak Winley's language on that. But yeah, make our way over to the tavern, pulling my hood up against the drizzle as we walk.
Yep. You guys make your way over, and Toblin's there. There's maybe one patron, very, very gnarly old man who's just like kind of hovered over his cup, just on. And Toglin sees the both of you coming in as Darjan is starting to come down the stairs, having paid for the room. And he's like, "Oh, hey, Winley. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, you have a bit of a correspondence.
Oh, I heard.
Yes, took it off the guy for 7 silver. Would you mind just..."
Oh, yeah, of course.
Cool, thank
Of
you.
course I can reimburse you.
Pass him the 7 silver, and he gives you this nice envelope. It's a very thick, weighted paper.
Wow. And does it look kind of fancy?
Um,
Really just nice.
It's very nice in terms of paper quality. Nothing's really standing out about it.
Oh, it's
So you
not
turn
ornate.
it over and you
Okay.
see a seal that is as very familiar to you, a mix of initials of PMG.
PMG. Oh. Yeah, I better read this right away. Maybe we should get up to the room.
Sure. Yes, we would like to rent a room.
Yeah, easy enough. So for each room, everybody, it would be 5 silver for 1 night.
Winley and I will share, so I'll cover it.
Cool.
I could always do a session here too, if you'd like.
Oh, oh yeah. Music would be great. You know, actually, how about, and he puts back the 5 silver that you paid him. For the 5 silver back, play for the night for us. I'm sure a lot of people in the town would love to hear some music.
Sure, that sounds perfect.
Cool. Excellent. And
Bards.
and need any ale, just let me know.
Winley, let's go see what this letter is about.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just watching her.
I would kind of rush upstairs. I think it's from my parents.
How did they know where you are?
I'm not sure, actually.
I wonder if they got someone to scry on you.
Well, I wouldn't think they would have done that, but well, let's just see what it says.
Let's find out.
Mm-hmm. And you open it, and it's a very nice piece of paper. And you notice as you open it, it doesn't feel just like the weight of a paper. And you open it up, and it's a nice little folded ivory, almost pearl-like colored paper. And you open it, and in beautiful, deep royal blue ink in a very nice cursive, it reads, "Dear Winley, your mother and I are doing great. We've gotten 50 new followers since the time of your leaving. May my Aliki light your path." And in the bottom is, again, that similar PMG. And you see within the contents of the envelope, 2 platinum.
Oh, I thought they'd still be upset with me. They were a little upset when I left and very happy to see me gone, but looks like they're not mad at me anymore. And look, my dad gave me 2 platinum.
Well, that was very nice of him.
And she's looking hopeful that there's like more letter to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe a note from her mom.
You see, it's just the folded piece of paper and the 2 platinum.
Oh, well, they must be busy, so just keep it short.
No, I'll reach over and just put a gentle hand on her shoulder and squeeze.
Well, it's good they thought of me.
Yes, it is. I'm still very curious how they knew to find you in Fandolin. I don't know who we happened this way more or less by chance.
Yeah. Should we be concerned about that? I mean, it doesn't hurt that my parents know where I am, right?
No. I mean, they are your parents. Just interesting is all. Oh, I almost forgot to talk to Halia about the cold iron. The whole reason we came here in the first damn place.
Oh, wow. That was
It's been a very long 4 days, 5 days, whatever it's been now. Well, we can deal with that in the morning. For now, are you all right to go down to dinner?
Oh yeah, let me just get changed real fast.
I'll see you down there.
Okay.
And I'll tromp back down, and I'm taking my shield off as I'm walking down, but I'm not going to leave it in the room because the last couple of days have been like, I don't want to be without my weaponry anywhere.
Certainly. And then as you go down, you see the old man is with Darjan, and he's just like, and I saw it. It was like 50, 60 feet wide, just soaring above the sky. And I'm sure it was his brother just waiting there, way up in the sky, just keep watching, wondering when they can eat old Jenkins. But Jenkins is watching always.
You love Jenkins.
I said, well, so you think you've seen a second one?
Yes, this one was large. It was
Larger than the first one?
Yes, I saw with my own eyes. It came trembling through, and it destroyed Saul and Drom's house. And this one, I swear, even though it was like 100 feet high, 200 feet higher, it was maybe like twice the size.
So it just watched the destruction as its son?
Oh, no,
sibling?
that was the first time I saw the beast, but the second time, the old Jenkins was going for a walk, you see, and when I was watching, it was just there up in the sky, wondering when I can eat old Jenkins, but not today.
I'll come downstairs at this point, and
I feel like Inkwell will have come in as well from the stall. But continue, Assault. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh,
and as you come in, he turns and he sees you, and he's like, "Oh God, it's come to eat old Jenkins." No.
This is my friend. It's Inkwa. This is Jenkins. This is Inkwa. He's cool. He's cool.
I can see those teeth, see those eyes.
I know. That gives
Jenkins
him...
is armed. Then he holds up his ale. He's like, I will beat you. Did you know I was in the War of the Silver Marches? Jenkins knows how to fight. Jenkins can put him up there.
That gets Assault's attention instantly.
say hi, Inkwa. Say hi.
Hello.
See? He's with us. He's cool.
And you just see, like, he takes your word, Darjan, but his eyes are like always.
Yeah. No,
Darjan, what do you want to drink? I'll go get you a drink. You can finish talking with our friend. Crazy.
Yes, well. An ale would be awesome. Let the guy at the bar know that you're getting it for me. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sounds great.
And then he'll go get them an ale from the bar.
Are you also getting a?
No.
Okay.
He just wanted to get out of that situation. He didn't.
And you see Toblin there. He's like cleaning a mug. It's like, oh, hey, how you doing, Inkwa?
Yes, good seeing you again, sir. Yes,
seeing you as well.
One ale, please, for Darjan. I think they promised. Yes.
Yes, totally. And he goes over, cranks it, gives it over.
And he'll hold it, look back. If Jenkins is still talking to Darjan, we'll wait with the ale at the bar.
Mm-hmm. And Darjan, Jenkins is, now that he's got someone to talk to, he's sunk his teeth.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell him, and I'd be like, this sounds like a great song. I need to go write that.
Oh, yeah. You can put in the part where old Jenkins shakes his sword in the dragon leaves.
Ooh, Dragon Shake. That sounds like a great name for a something. Yeah.
Okay, you get to it.
And so I'm going to go see Inkwa with my ale.
Here you are.
Thank you.
And then if we see Assault, then wave to Assault by the bar and gesture over.
And I'll go join them.
Yeah, we'll get our own table.
At this time, Tim, you also come in.
Okay, and already gathering together. I'm gonna pull anything that could be remotely useful for putting together my thieves' kit, which I guess is the nails out of the
nails.
And
go shopping.
Didn't mind what I needed, but Inqua, here, I wanted to thank you for everything you did for us out there.
What? This is for me?
Yeah, smaller pot for traveling, a skillet, and some chef's tools.
For our amazing cook. That's a good idea too.
Inkle will take it and then won't show it, but you can tell he's extremely touched by this gesture. And he'll just kind of look down at it and he'll look at Tim and and then all of a sudden just burst. He'll give you a smack on the back before I just be like, "You were all right, Tim. I knew you were. Seriously, thank you so much for this. I can make even more than just a frittata now. I can make a plethora of things. This is going to be great." You can tell
plethora. I'd love to eat a plethora.
That sounds.
I hear they are delicious.
I'll go over to the bar and get an ale for myself, and then tell the gentleman behind the bar that Merkel said that Winley should have a hot chocolate.
Oh.
I'll fetch that for her.
My husband's taking quite a shine to your friend there. I think it might remind him of someone at home.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe the Dalen's connection. I don't know, but seems to like her a lot. And then he goes into the back, brings out it's an inn, so it's in another tankard.
Yeah.
It's like a flagon. Yeah.
She's a good-hearted kid. She's got a lot to learn yet, but she's got a good.
With that clothing, yeah, she'll need a little bit more time here out in the Savage Frontier. It'll wake her up a bit.
Well, she's had a bit of awakening out there in the last few days, and we'll see what happens next, I suppose.
Yeah, certainly. Well, glad to see her back all in one-ish piece.
Yeah, look down at my armor. Yeah, bit of a. Well, maybe someday I'll tell you the real story. Don't get it from Darjan; they exaggerate.
I can tell, but that's why you. That's why you keep musicians on tap.
That's why you hire the bards.
Yep, they make things interesting.
Yeah, very much so. I'll take the 2 drinks. What do I owe for my drink?
Oh, for the ale, yeah, just 4 copper.
All right.
Yeah. And at this time, Winley, you've freshened
I come
up.
down. She is back in her white dress with fringe, but this is actually a different dress because the fringe is silver. She's trying to lean now into silver right now, and she has braided. She has a nice thick braid across her hair, and kind of it's up, and she just feels so much fresher. But before joining the party, she's gonna stop by. Is it Toblin?
Toblin.
Oh, Toblin.
Oh yes.
Is there somewhere I could get some nice stationery? The person who wrote me a letter, I'd like to write them back.
Oh, stationery here, not really. Maybe at Barthen's.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll check in there.
You might not want to do that quite yet with that dress, and he points out, and it's starting to come down pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any kind of messengers or anyone I can maybe tip them to see if they can get it for me? Winnie is out actually right now, so kind of just me right now. Okay, well, I'll figure out another time.
Yeah, yes. He like tries to assess from like the window. He's just like, maybe tomorrow morning will be a good day for walking in that dress.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And she'll go over to the table with everyone.
And
hey.
And I'll slide the hot chocolate over to her.
Oh, right. Oh, maybe I should have worn white. Thanks.
Well, just try not to.
She like leans over to drink. her hot chocolate.
Winley, look what Tim got me, and then show the
Wow.
pot in the pan and stuff. Isn't that
Okay.
nice? Isn't that great?
That's so nice, Tim.
Just repaying him.
Tim pays his debts.
Ooh, cryptic.
All
What's the
right.
first thing you're
well,
gonna make in those?
Oh, I don't know.
He said a plethora.
Yes. Yes,
That
we're
sounds
waiting.
exotic.
Yes.
And Isolde's just sitting
The
back
next-
and grinning.
He'll make eyes with the Sultan and just be like,
Well, I'll make you a plethora the next time we're all together.
Okay.
All right. What?
Let's order some grub. What do you guys say?
Let's order some food.
Mm-hmm. Easy enough, and yeah, 5 copper a person.
Mm.
For a hearty dinner.
Hearty dinner.
Hearty dinner, and this evening is a nice stew. Has a bit of beef inside, some carrots, some root vegetables. There's some bread alongside it, like big chunky bread.
Mm-hmm.
More of like an Irish soda bread that kind of just breaks apart, but is really thick and heavy and just mops up all this
Yes.
the liquid of the soup.
Wonderful.
And it's very rich, brothy. You can assume they probably threw a bit of some of the ale in there to like liven it up a bit.
Yeah.
And as you're eating, you see the front door just kind of smack open, and stepping inside, you see Winnie, and she takes off her cloak and it's like, "Oh man, I forgot to," and she's like, skitters over to Toblin, and you see them talk a bit, and he's like, "Oh," goes over, passes her a thing, and then she's about to go out the door, and she's like, "Hey everybody, how's it going?"
Hi,
Oh,
good to
Winnie.
see you.
Hey, Winnie.
Well, I didn't see you all after the dragon attack. I thought you might have been like dead, but
Oh no.
No,
see-
we've been helping get some defenses for Fandolin.
oh, you guys have been out.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. One second. And she has a little satchel on her side, and she pulls out something. It's like, I've been tasked with by Mr. Weston to head over to Neverwinter to drop off some letters. So,
you're the one
and-
taking those.
apparently I'm the best horse rider here, so we're going to get me there as quickly as possible. Probably also because I can't read, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I just have to go deliver it somewhere. But Rhonda, on the other hand, we're rivals, but we're also friends, and it's really cool to see her and that she's been here for a while, but also that it really sucks that she can't go home right now. So just if you guys are happening to go over by Leylon, over on the high road, if you could just go find her parents, let her know that she won't be back for a little while. And she like passes over a note.
Oh, I'm well, sweet. I'm Winnie. I'm not heading that way. Is anyone else heading north from here?
Leylon's actually should be
south. I'm trying to find on the map.
yeah,
sorry.
south. It's along the high road, and it's not on your map.
Oh, that helps.
There it is.
Do you guys know where Leylon is?
Do we?
Actually, it would be Isolt, Winley, and Ingwa. Actually, would have passed through Leylon on your way up. It's along the high road, about southwest.
Okay.
Oh yes, I can.
Winley probably wouldn't have remembered that was the name of it.
Yeah, it was a burgeoning, almost town city. It was on the ups.
Winley and I will be heading that direction in a few days, I think, because we'll be heading back down toward Waterdeep.
Excellent. Yes, I'm heading up north, so opposite direction.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. Cool.
Well, Winley, weren't you saying over dinner that you had some type of you need to communicate with someone? Why can?
Oh, yeah. I needed to write the letter first. I was trying to find some stationery in this town.
Be right back. 5-ish minutes later.
When you're so fast.
Sister Garel keeps some stationery at her home. So how we wrote this, or well, actually, she wrote the letter for us. Anyway, here. And she presents you a paper not as nice as your parents, but it's just plain sheet of paper.
Okay. Should I reimburse her?
I mean, I can give her a silver piece here. She's been doing so much for us at Bessie while I've been here, so here you go. Just toss her a silver.
Aww.
Cool. Excellent. Well, shit. She looks outside. Well, I guess I gotta start getting going.
That is gross weather. Be safe, all right?
Good luck.
I heard Leylon becoming a really cool town. They got I heard they have a bookstore or something, and that's pretty cool. So
They do. It's very nice.
I'm going to Neverwinter. I hear they have more bookstores, but the fact that there's a bookstore, maybe I'll read. Maybe I'll learn to read. That'd be kind of cool. Cool. All right. Well, it's good to see you all again. You're not dead. That's super cool.
See you. Take care of yourself, all right?
I will.
I love her.
And then you hear just a
Oh.
Yeah, no, I had a moment where I was like, did she just snap her leg?
What just happened, man?
Bessie got shot.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh. Well, this was a great supper with great company. I'm very happy to have met everyone here.
As am I.
Oh, it was a fortunate meeting. Thank you so much.
Winley starts sniffling. I'm gonna miss you guys.
Oh. Well, if you're ever in Golden Fields, please look me up. You can come visit me at my farm.
Okay. And you'll cook me a plethora.
Oh, the next time we're all together, yes, I'll cook a plethora.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, they're expecting me to sing tonight, aren't they?
Oh.
Well, I'm
It's something. You have to do it.
Mm-hmm. And as you guys have had your meal, there has been a couple other, few other people coming in also to have meals. And you take the stage, Darjan?
Sure, let's do this one. So as I start singing, Maya he, Maya 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 hello, salute. I've a message from the High Duke. We've come from somewhere far away, somewhere very far away to this town with flagons and good tea, bread and meat for you and me. What a way to start a day. Maya he, Maya hoo, Maya ha, Maya ha, Maya he, Maya hoo, Maya ha, Maya ha.
Hooray!
Yeah, that was for Jenkins.
Thank you, Jenkins. Thank you.
No, I'll go and get another ale, round of ales for the table.
Mm-hmm.
Flagons.
Darjan, that was wonderful.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm always looking for new inspiration.
Well, where's next on your tour, Darjan?
Tim is looking at some various venues for us, and we'll figure out where we're gonna go next.
Leaning north.
Yes. I think we need to go and share what we do up north.
Are you going up to Neverwinter or somewhere else?
we're gonna have to send some notes ahead of time so we can, get the gig set up and things like that. So Tim has been helping me with all of that.
I hope I can see you perform again.
Oh, yes. Well, you guys have been a beautiful audience and an inspiration. So thank you.
Yes, so we've gathered.
And in this momentary lull, you hear the door slam open again. This one, a lot more forceful.
Like
as
look.
And 4 figures, all dressed in various leathers of black, kind of just saunter in. And you see the person leading this troop very much sauntering. Just kind of walks in, walks up to the counter. Hey, old man. Yeah. How about a round of ales for me and my friends? Tobin's like, yeah. Can do. 1 second. Thanks.
I missed the show.
You see them. They're quite drenched in water. But they find a seat over into the corner and they just like flop. Just like, and there's a it's a smattering of interesting looking individuals. I actually was the leader that you saw, she's let me pull up my is that document. Cool. You. Sorry. Where is my documents? Yes, so the leader, she's very lean, very tall. And she has a undercut tied up into a ponytail of bright red hair, and it leads down into almost like a weasel-like face, very high cheekbones, squat. But she sits down and she props her feet up on the table, double like that, and she just
our table
back.
Our table.
Oh no, she's off into the corner.
Here it goes. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was our table.
And you see an even larger woman than her, about 7 feet tall. Massive, pale skin, black hair that leads down, and her eyes are large, but of a blue color. Very hard look about her. And she takes a seat and she just like kind of crumples onto the table, leans down like this. And then we also have one other guy, very short, wild hair, has a bow strapped along his chest. You can tell he's a halfling, but very somber look about him, wild hair, and has a bit of like tattooing across his face where it like comes down around the eyes and slightly down the cheeks. And then the other person you see is a human male, much shorter than the tall lady as well as the large lady, but he's of a very average build. He's got a crooked nose, bald, and he's just missing a few teeth, but he just kind of sits down and he's like looking around and it's like
Charming fellow.
Yeah. You think these are the mercenaries they're hiring?
That they got here very fast. If Winnie just left to take the letters to Neverwinter.
Well, no, because he sent out stuff before to get the lumber. I would assume that the mercenaries would be the first thing that he would look into hiring.
And then, sorry, Ingwa completely has this like flash moment. He's just like, wait, we were tracking people, weren't we? Oh, I completely forgot about this.
Oh, yeah, but it's raining. The trail's probably washed away.
No. Can I try and recall footsteps or things that I saw, and then try and
like just how many and how deep?
Yeah, exactly. To try and equate it to.
Are any of them missing an arm?
None of them are missing an arm.
Okay.
That's the question, actually.
And when you look at their skin tones, none of them match the gray that you saw within the ice. And as you make me, yeah, we'll make it a perception check. See if we can extrapolate the two.
And I'm watching them intently because to me they are every inch trouble. And I'm just like, oh, are we gonna have to start a bar fight?
I think they're just your typical mercenaries looking for work.
Odd place for them to be.
No, it isn't. Not after a dragon attacks.
Did you see it, James? It was a 13. I'm sorry.
13. Thank you. 13. It's hard to tell there just because the tracks that you found, they were quite many. You can maybe assess that the size of the foot could maybe fit the large woman, but the rest of the footsteps you found, you saw a couple that maybe would hit the halfling, but beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can, I would say you could get that it's not probably not the same.
Gotcha. Well, oh well.
And as you're eating, the tall one looks over and sees your group. Eyes light up a bit. Slinks up and just starts walking over. It's like, wow, what an interesting lot we have here.
Funny.
Well,
Funny, I was just thinking the same thing.
I mean, certainly when you've got arrangement of different people, it's beyond just humans. I would say it's very interesting. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Call yourselves
by our names, usually.
I like you. I like you.
She's a card. How about y'all? You all come from far away?
Oh, we're a traveling type, you know?
Yeah.
Like to move about.
I hear you. It's,
yeah, I can tell. You all seem to definitely not be from around here.
No, I'm a bard coming through, and you guys missed the show. I'm sorry.
That is a shame. That is a shame. Well, where are my manners? My name, Silene Wintermoon. Pleasure to meet you. Sticks out a hand.
I'll
go ahead.
I will go. Put it in. And say, friends call me DJ.
And what do people who are not your friends call you?
Let's not go there.
Well then, DJ, your other friends, you are so quiet. You looks over at Inkwall. You seem to be quite the eater.
No, we've been tired. We've been doing, traveling, doing a lot of things. So we're just trying to have a quiet dinner tonight. I'm sure you understand.
Oh yes, quiet dinners. I enjoy them immensely. They really provide a sense of family. Isn't that right, everybody? And then the larger lady, no response. The halfling, not much of a response. The human with the crooked nose, yeah.
Now, can we pick up that this is like a weird group? Like, are they being really rude and like snide, like, like tone wise, I guess?
I feel like the sauntering gave that away.
I mean, they could just be, one of those people who likes to express themselves.
I feel like when I hear saunter too, I'm just like, I think of just like a cowboy kind of keeping, like that kind of thing. So that's why I wasn't sure if we're.
Yeah. It's very much I owned every place I step into.
Yeah. Gotcha. So they're being snide and uppity, and we're like, bleh.
Not like richness, but it's like if you fuck with me.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I'm saying things like, oh yes, we've had a long day. I'm sure you have too, and I'm trying to get.
Yes, walking in the rain, really gives a sense of.
Ooh, walking in the rain. Yeah. I know.
You said I missed the show, and yet here I am. But yes, DJ, I have yet to hear your friends' names.
I am Isolde Argray. Pleasure to meet you.
Argray. Seems familiar on the tongue, but nope, can't remember any. How about you folks?
Well, I'm Winley Glorybow. I don't suppose you've heard of Unicorn Beauty.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
But Glorybow. That doesn't sound very Omnian. You look like you're an Omnian.
Oh no, I come from the Dalelands.
Ah, traveler at heart too, I see. Yes, we got DJ, we've got Argris, we've got Winley. How are you? How about you, young man? Ruffles your hair a bit, Tim.
Oh no!
Oh my.
I call him TJ.
Someone about to
and Winley cocks her head because it might look a little better that way. She's not sure.
Tim. My name is Tim.
We call him Tim.
Tim, if you're ever busy tonight, or if you're not. Anyway, and you.
Oh.
Yes. The most interesting man of the hour.
Oh, well, hello, I'm Inqua. I was just passing through for the Harvest Time Festival.
Inqua, ooh. Elvish?
Yeah, actually.
Wow, very interesting group. An Omnian from the Dalelands, a Dragonborn with a Elvish name, DJ, Argris. Swear that name hits the tongue somewhere. And Tim, a very interesting name.
And what about your friends? Wave at them.
You have yet to introduce yours.
Let's see here. 1 second. Oh, what's that, guys? Come on. Love, where are you?
I'm here, darling.
Yeah, I was going to say, which one are you talking to?
Large one. That one's Runa. Runa just doesn't look, or just like throws the eyes up and then throws the eyes down. That's Runa over there. Next we have, let's see. No, where's your names? Let's see. You create things.
That's what happens when you drink too much. You have these brain fog.
I haven't yet to drink, my friends. It will be quite apparent when I do. Short one over there, that's Bracken. And then the halfling just like, hi. Nice to meet you all. Turns back. And that one over there, the one that would probably bite your face off if you got a little too close and he didn't like it, that's Jabarl. He's like, how's it going? Yeah, see these teeth? I bit an orc once. Lost a few of them on the way out, but
I imagine.
Yeah, and that's my motley crew. We're waiting on another one, but he's out and about. Real wanderer, that type.
Wow.
Where are you guys coming from?
Oh, we come from all over. We all just we've all found ourselves a little family, per se, in each other, and we just keep moving from there.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, what brings you all to this small town? It's very interesting to see interesting people in this very uninteresting town.
Well, originally it was a festival a few days ago. And then events happened.
Yes. Played at the festival. Was
I
nice.
don't suppose you've heard about what happened around here, have you?
Well, I would be lying if I said I didn't. Because it's kind of the reason we're here. We're going to be hunting some dragons. At least that's what I hear. There's some dragons around these places, so I'm gonna have some fun with that.
We fought one.
At least there is at least one. Nasty son of a bitch.
Oh, that is good. Little girl, you got to make sure you can tell the right stories. If you're gonna be lying, at least make a good one.
But we
darling, she's not lying.
No, she's not.
Crying Vein, white dragon, nearly killed us. Took out a good chunk of the town.
I see.
We took a good chunk out of Cryovane.
Well, yes.
Well, you should have seen that some of the things that happened while you were coming through town. Yes.
Oh, we did. But when you come to a ramshackle town like this, building's bound to fall. But since you know what's going on, of course there has to be a dragon, which we're excited about. Isn't that right, Bracken? And you see Bracken over there, and he's got his bow. And you see, within his quiver, one arrow. Very different from the rest.
The bedazzled.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's got a little bit of the end is red shaft, or not red shaft, the feathering is red.
The fletching.
Can we pick up? Have I seen this before?
Roll me a history check.
Damn it.
Darjan has a pretty good history.
Nope.
8.
Go ahead, Darshan.
All right.
We can also use some of our cards.
Oh yeah. What is it? Okay. I know we're probably getting to the end of tonight.
Yeah, you have a D6 and a D4.
Can I partake in one of those?
Added.
Oh, maybe I'll let Darjan figure it out.
I don't know if Darjan is going to match your arrow
Background.
knowledge.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go ahead and use the D6.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You want to use both?
Yeah.
11. Should I use both of them? Is that what you said?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
We're like minutes.
Well. Okay. 12.
Chipping away.
We're getting there.
So you have no idea. You just know it's different.
Interesting. Maybe I should have just asked first. What is that? I'll play oblivious. What is that in the over there, sir? Bracken, was it? What is that?
Bracken doesn't answer. Silene's like, oh, that. Yes. Let's just say it's a little present for the said dragon. But and she looks at you with her body just pivots to you, Inqua. It's very interesting. We came for a dragon. We're kind of looking at one, not that you're saying, not that I'm saying.
Don't
associate. And I like sits. Isolde sits like straight up at that, just like.
Yeah. Don't associate me with those.
Yeah, Darjan's gonna give them a dirty look.
Yeah, Tim's actually responding right now.
Damn.
Touchy subject. Wow. And you see her start to meander about, and she gets right behind you, Inqua, and she places her hands on your shoulders.
And I'm staring at her.
What does she do? Because
it just puts her hands on your shoulders.
His eyes start to get a little bluer, and I think by now my buddies would be able to perceive that, what that means too.
Yeah.
And she leans up right against you. It's like, so, how'd it feel?
What?
Oh, come now. You're a dragon. You see a dragon.
Leave him
Seeing
alone.
your
Yeah.
family.
Hey! Get away from him now.
Those dragons are not my family.
Get away from him now.
Excuse me. Wow. Touchy subject.
I've got my uke.
And at this point, when he's doing this, he'll grab the skillet. And he'll just
Yeah, and Isolde's hand is on her sword, ready to draw it. Just.
Winley's just sipping the rest of her hot chocolate, like.
Everything is fine.
And as this is happening, Inqua, make me a strength check.
Strength. Okay. Gosh, my mediocre rolling tonight. 12, James.
I'm going to use 2 of my inspiration.
Oh, he trying to cause some shiz.
Okay.
Does that mean we should respond with inspiration?
I honestly think that we should. Let's at least add a D6 to that.
I've got a card too because I can't use it.
We already used them.
Yeah.
You used my card too. Okay.
We stole your cards. Sorry.
No problem. I didn't know how many.
Let's add a D6 to that.
Yeah.
14.
All right. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, as this is she has her hands up and you guys are all kind of like getting tense. You see her hand really quickly just launch out and grab Inkwell by the horn and start to push down. And as you feel that Inkwell, you're just like, because of your bristling up, your neck, you just stop it with your neck, just like, ooh, Dragon Boy's got a bit of strength.
My sword is popping out of it. I do the.
Yeah, I'm standing up, drawing my sword. Let go of him.
I said stand down.
Oh, come now, come now.
No, get your hand off of him.
And I bring my sword up so that it's just like here on her, and like
I'll circle to the other side and have my blade fully drawn.
Let go of him now.
Even Winley has.
I'm watching the other people too, though.
What's up, Winley?
I said even Winley has stood up and her hands are maybe glowing a little bit.
And then James, am I in a position where like Inkwa can like not? He's like down like this, so he can't like move back.
Okay. When you're feeling this force on you, you're able to prevent yourself from going face plant into the table. It's very even.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad we added that D6. Let go of him now.
And as you guys look at her group, they're not moving.
I was looking.
And she's like, oh, we have an interesting group here. Takes the hand off. Well, I just have to say, I love your horns. Very interesting stuff.
Go away.
Just go back to your family.
Hey, how about this? How about this? And she's not even paying attention to you. She's like trained in on Igua. How about this, buddy? I like your horns. And I can tell by your attire, you're a bit of a straight shooter yourself. You shoot the arrows. Do I have to speak in a plainer language?
Sorry, James, you got really quiet.
Oh. I mean, straight shooter, right? You shoot arrows, or should I speak with a plainer language? You are an archer?
Inkwa's not going to say anything. He's just staring at her. She can continue to talk if she wants, but he's done with her.
Well, I can tell. Well, I can't tell. Dragonborns have a... I guess you guys don't age that much. Don't know how old you are. Thought you were younger, maybe a bit more easy to rile. Oh, a little less fun. Well, are you sure you don't want to... Hey, Bracken, why don't you show him something? And you see him grab the arrow, and he pulls it out, and its head is interestingly shaped. And now that you actually get to see it, you're familiar with it. It's a dragon slaying arrow.
Yes, I know what that is.
Ah, there we go. He can speak. How about for fun? We do a bit of a, what's it called? What is it called? A duel of sorts with the fists, just fists. And if you win, you get that arrow.
And if I
really
lose,
put us out of a job, you could sell it for like 300 gold if that's helpful or something.
And if I lose,
can I have one of your horns?
Inkwa will make eyes at every single member of the party.
I have
and
not. I have not sheathed my sword. Like I've taken it down and away, but it's not back in its sheath.
Mm-hmm.
In these moments with each individual person,
yes,
is there a way to convey? I'm about to turn around with this frying pan across the face of this girl, and I'm going to be taking that arrow. This is kind of what I want to try and convey with, because his eyes are now like super dark blue, like almost to the point of like a violet. Like you can tell he's that upset.
No, and then and I try to go back. We got your back. We got your back.
Okay.
And I'm going to watch the other people.
Yeah.
The other people are, their eyes may be looking over. They're not standing up. seeing you all armed. And make me an insight check, Ingvar.
And Tim is probably the one that he respects everyone, but I think Tim is the final one he's going to come on, and he wants to know what he should do. And what did you say? Insight?
Yes.
Nice.
Finally.
Now you roll well.
Yeah.
And you look across your friends and you look back at Stylene. She's giving you those same eyes in the sense that she's going to take it if she wants.
Okay. So falling across everyone, locks eyes with Tim.
Tim is like, no, don't do it.
Which then means he's going to do it.
Naturally. Okay.
He'll pick up when he sees Tim go. He'll just be like, I don't know what that means. And so he'll take.
With your insight at this moment, you're able to get what it means.
Oh, okay. But everyone else was like,
Motion go forward.
So I will say that when you catch Isolde's eyes, if you have that same insight, she has enough. She's been in bar fights before, and she knows that this is not someone that she wants to tangle with.
Oh.
She would much rather have it all just split and go opposite directions.
Winley?
But she will back you if this is a play that you want to do.
And no, it's if you really want to do it, we're here, but look at them.
Tim wouldn't be up with his sword out if he wasn't ready.
Okay.
But he's still like.
And Celine, what's her name?
Celine.
Celine, then. She's like, I'm taking it either way, is pretty much what I'm getting from her.
You get the sense it's like, if you're not going to take this, I can take it.
Gotcha.
If you're not going to do this duel, I can take it.
So leaning then down over the table, looking at my friends, sensing them in the corner, and then getting a glimpse of her eyes saying, I'm going to take what I want because I own everything. Ink was going to stand up slowly and crack across her face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing, while letting out his fire breath to get rid of them, to get her out of his face.
Excellent.
So he's going to be going, and then...
Okay.
While screaming interconic, leave me alone, which no one will know, but it'll sound cool.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, that's right. Isolde will.
Okay.
I'm going to have to learn this. This is what I'm going to have to.
In that case, for the pan attack, roll me a d20.
Improvised weapon. Strength, maybe?
Ooh.
Strength. Roll a d20 plus your strength.
Oh, well, then that'll be a 22.
Yeah.
22. Excellent.
With the gift that Tim got me.
Solid way to start a fight.
It has a permanent face imprint now, so you can remember.
Who wants Celine pancakes? They're in the shape of Celine.
Nice thin crepes that you can fill with like strawberries.
So you swing back and, not expecting it, Celine just takes the pan across space like, and then you turn and you unleash this fire. At that same time, she takes that momentum of being smacked and is going to try and kick you before you breathe fire.
Boy.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. She kicks you, and you take 5 damage, and it just hits you straight in the gut, and you're like, pooh! And at that same time, your fire just rings out. What's the dex save on that?
It is a 11, I think. 11.
Okay, she makes it. She makes a save. Roll your damage. then divide by half. 3 damage.
3 damage.
So that was. Oh,
It's
sorry.
more
And
for
also
dramatic
roll, your pan would just do 3 damage straight since it's improvised. Where is her health? Oh, there it is.
Improvise is usually the closest to whatever weapon it is, plus the appropriate.
I've heard frying pans are mace equivalents.
Mace equivalents?
Oh.
I wouldn't say mace because it got the spikes on there. I'll say a d4. Roll me a d4.
Okay. Can I just take the 3? The way I've been rolling.
Well, it'll be d4 plus your strength.
Yes, d4 plus 3.
Sorry. Oh, plus strength?
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. 6.
There you go.
Nice. So that's 9 damage total. And as you scream this in Draconic, leave me alone, she is able to get out of the way before you unleash fire. Just like, Old Man Jenkins grabs his mug. It's like, hey, dragon! And makes his run out. And you see the other people in this inn just like press against the walls. And you even see Toblin just be a little bit caught off guard. And Celine's just like, oh, a little bit of fire. I like that. So, want to do that duel?
Go the hell away.
Just go back to your friends. This is just leave us alone. Now.
Take it. Unless somebody else has something to offer.
This is not yours to take.
Winley's going to cast command and say, leave us alone.
All right. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Roll the, it's
Roll the
a
saving.
So wisdom save?
Yeah,
wisdom save though?
Mm-hmm.
I bet she's bad at that.
Cool.
So you say this, leave us alone, and you see her eyes just go. She straightens up a bit. Okay. Walks on over. Takes a seat. The others they're not surprised. But they're like, interesting. And in this tense moment of you all standing up, weapons drawn, fire singed some of the flooring, patrons pressed against the walls. That's where we're going to end our episode.
Hey.
Wow.
Thank you all so much.
This took a turn. Yeah,
Yep.
thanks everybody.
Thank you all for going with me on that one. Yes, and thank you for joining us for this light, somber
It got real somber real quick.
episode
That
of
was
Dragon
awesome.
of Icespire Peak. We will be continuing this next week. Thank you all so much for all the bits you gave. Oh gosh, let me see what we got here. We had the Tamago Tora, we had the Duke Fleeg, we had the Hefner, we had the Apollyon. Yes, Hefner, Apollyon, Tamago Tora, Duke Fleeg. Thank you all so much for
Who
the
won?
bits. Oh, who won?
Just to remember, I know you already did it, but just to remind everyone who won.
The person who won the quarantine giveaway was MKid405, and then who won the deck was Kira Starshine. Kira Starshine, congratulations. You probably have all that info. But thank you so much for entering, as well as all of you all for watching. And we will be back here next week where they're having a super tense sit down in the inn. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you all next week. Have a good night.